Oh, my God. I was a cute kid. I should bring in some pictures of me when I was young. I swear I was almost, dare I say, handsome. And puberty it was like a werewolf. I changed. Like there was a change in it. You are a stun. You will go through the changing at 13. What is the changing? I get superpowers?
You're like Teen Wolf.
You will be bar mitzvahed, you become a man at 13. Well, you know what happened?
I have something to tell you.
I went into a room and I morphed into a Dracula.
You're going to go through a change.
You will change into an ugly man.
Now stop it.
From a good-looking child. Oh, perfect.
Thanks, Dad.
Puberty, great. Oh, man. Today, you are 13. You will be an ugly man. Because I was cute. Like, I had a look. I had, like, shades, and I had, like, girls were really into me, you know? I had the hottest girlfriend at 13. I met her when I was 12. I'm going to give you an indication. This girl was so hot. People were like, I was the man at 12 years old.
Really? Everybody envied you.
My first girlfriend, Irene, 12 years old. She was smoking hot. And she loved me, and I loved her. And then I turned 13.
And what happened to Irene?
She actually showed up at my bar mitzvah. She was vomiting.
Oh, stop.
She was like, oh, what? Who's that? He went through the changing. I'm dating a monster. I knew things were going really bad. There was this girl I knew from summer camp. Her name was Lynn. And she was really hot. She was a redhead. And I was like 12, and I think she had a crush on me. And we used to write each other all the time.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see her. She didn't come back to summer camp. And when I was 14 and had gone through the change.
Did she recognize you?
I wrote her and I said, I should come visit you. And I somehow got there. I don't know. I took the train or whatever. And I walked all the way to her house in Bayside. I knocked on her door. I was with a friend. And she didn't know I went through the change. She opened the door, she looked at me, and she shut her door. I'm not kidding.
Now stop it.
I'm not kidding. That happened to me. Because I went through the change.
Somebody slammed a door in your face?
Yeah. Yeah, she shut the door and wouldn't let me in. My God.
I don't know whether I should believe you.
I swear it, Robin. I went through the change. You will go through the change. When you turn 13, you will learn your true identity. You know,
all stern men go through the change.
When you turn 13, you will go through the change, and all stern men go through. I've waited 45 years to change back.
There's no going back.
There's no going back. Oh, my God. Every day gets worse. The change. I thought I was in the movie Twilight and had gone through something. Now you are a stone. Now you are truly a stone. Go out into the world and make your way. What am I? I don't understand. Something's happened to me. I was a happy, popular child. They called me Shades of Blue. Who am I now? How will I make friends? Why are all the white people moving away? What have I done?
You have gone through the change.
At least when you go through the change in Twilight, like you hang out with other werewolves and vampires.
Right, you get a group.
I just hung out with my family. What am I? Your nose will never stop growing. Oh! I had a cute little nose. When I was at Camp Bauman, I'd be in a little Speedo, and I had a nice body and beautiful face and crew cut, and my face could even handle that.
You at one time had short hair.
You need to grow your hair long to cover your hideousness. I had hair down to my waist. I looked like Cousin It. Sometimes I couldn't even see. Like while others were playing games and sports, if I tried to play with the other kids, I couldn't see through my hair. Part the hairs. And you will see.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. This is your true identity, Howard Stern. You are a beast of the night.
Leave behind your old life.
If you don't believe me, go visit Lynn in Bayside. She will shut the door in your face.
I told you to leave behind your old life.
You must leave behind everything you knew. Friends, family, success. But what about my girlfriend, Irene? She will see you and cry.
She is part of the past.
No longer will she be part of your life. Well, what do you mean? She loves me. No. No one loves the monster.
I think that's what all those movies are based on.
My life? That's why I'm attracted to those movies. That's why I watch vampire movies. You know, I had a nice life, everything. I got bitten, and all of a sudden I've changed. I didn't even get anything cool out of it.
The moon rose, and it was all over.
Yeah, at least those guys have superpowers. Hey, where's my superpowers? I'm changing. No superpowers for you.
Well, that's why it's a movie.
Yeah. You've bitten by a Jewish bat. What? You've slapped a yarmulke. What? People used to mistake you for Goyim.
Oh, my
Now, you're not a shagets. What? What's everyone talking about? I don't understand. I'm young. That was a bat? I thought it was gefilte fish with wings. You were bitten by a flying gefilte fish. How's this happening to me? I was a cute kid. I had friends. You are hideous.
Now this is something to be animated.
You are a Stern. I don't want it animated. I got enough nightmares. No, it was remarkable. I was really, I'm going to bring in pictures of me at Camp Bauman on their little train, and I had a crew cut, and I had a little tiny nose. Beautiful face. Crew cut, and I had a beautiful face. How many kids can pull that off? Nice physique.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got bit by that flying gefilte fish. I was like, oh, what happened to me? My face got long, and my nose got big, and my teeth got all gnarly.
Even your teeth were straight before?
Yeah. That's so funny. You know, when I became a father, I was so afraid of the change. I stood guard over my daughters every night to kill that flying gefilte fish that attacked me.
That gefilte fish.
And they're beautiful girls, beautiful.
Oh, my
They went through the
goodness.
change just fine. I was waiting. I could sit there. I go, the change is going to happen to them. But it didn't, you know. I guess my ex-wife's genes kind of balanced it out.
Yeah, she was the antidote.
She had a great family. Thank God for that. Dad, tell us the story again when you were bit by the flying gefilte fish. Would that happen to us? No. I don't think so. Oh, I lost all my confidence. I couldn't talk in school. I started getting beaten up.
Wrong.
Everything went horribly wrong. You will look hideous after the change. 13, boom. It's like, wow, I went through the change, and the only thing that happened to me, the JDL tried to recruit me. Remember that? You look like you should be in the Jewish Defense League. You've got a lot of...
There's one, get him!
You look like the victim of tremendous anti-Semitism. Looks like you've been through the change, back, and then changed again. Join us. We've also been bitten. Oh, you saw a flying gefilte fish? Yeah. I'm in a room full of people with baseball bats and guns who are angry with the world because they've been bitten by the gefilte fish. You know, Dancing with the Stars in the ratings now, beat out the World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, who was it? Jimmy Kimmel made that joke the other day that he's betting on Dancing with the Stars, which is a really bad problem.
Hey, speaking of Jimmy Kimmel, I was watching the show. He had a really funny show. He had Zach Galifianakis on, who was hysterical. Mm-hmm. And then Mike Judge came out, who was really funny. But then they had a musical performance, and I don't know this band, Primus. Like, I've heard of
Yeah,
them.
well, you know
They've been around a
Primus.
lot.
Yeah, but I don't know their music.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Neither do you.
Yes, I do.
Name 2 songs that I do.
I'm trying to think of the name of the
Exactly.
song.
You won't
it's
think
like
of it. You won't.
Firestarter.
No,
Yes.
No, that's not.
it's not,
Not
them.
Firestarter. What is the name? It's something like
Prodigy, I think.
that's
that was
Prodigy. Oh,
Prodigy,
so
yes.
Primus. I don't know that.
Exactly.
I was thinking of Prodigy.
Neither do I.
But they did the song about we're known as.
Excuse me, I'm talking. Him with that squawk box. I'm trying to get at a thought. So anyway, I was watching Jimmy Kimmel, and at the end, you know how they have a band?
Yeah.
They never put the band on until the end with all these late-night shows because they're afraid their ratings will disappear. But Primus came out, and they did a song. I don't know the name of it. I've never seen these guys before. I never heard any of their music before. I've heard the name like you. But they did a song that was really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I usually turn off because I don't know the song and stuff. But the song they played, I don't even know the name of it,
Well, there was
Fred.
2, Lee Van Cleef or Jilly's on Smack.
There's another great Primus song called Winona's Big Brown Beaver.
I know those on paper.
Hey, dude, you were in rare form on the wrap-up show yesterday.
What did he do?
They asked JD a question. He couldn't even get the words out, man. He was fucked up. Like, do you smoke or anything?
No,
You don't do weed or anything?
Smoke
This
weed
is all
now.
natural?
Yeah, I guess.
I got to play this clip for
Oh,
Robin.
Jesus.
I'm listening to his show yesterday. I'm like, what the hell's he talking about? You were whacked out of your skull. I said, you know what? I think he's getting high at work.
Maybe that's it. I hope.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Sorry.
I hope this is not sober.
It is.
I was going to give him time off for rehab.
Hey.
It was kind of funny, too. I could relate to this. JD was saying how, like, 6th grade was a good year for him, and then it all went downhill.
Oh, he was talking about the change. I was going to say
Yeah.
that was one of your best raps ever.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my God. I was laughing so hard.
A lot of pain in that rap.
I know, but it was all true. It was so on the edge of true but funny.
You can laugh at the pain now.
I didn't think that was funny at the time, I'll tell you that.
Sixth
You
grade.
took your pain and
Yeah.
you spun it into laughter.
There you go, Robin. JD, yeah, in fact, I got a couple of emails about that. Very complimentary. I must have been funny yesterday because people actually were nice to me in the email. My fans generally don't like what I do. Regarding the change, hey, Howard's recount of his change in the horror music was the funniest thing I ever heard. I never knew there was such a thing as a Jewish bat. And that,
Gefilte fish.
and that it was indigenous to Roosevelt. You know, it's funny.
Gefilte fish.
I was actually peeing yesterday, which is the only time I reflect in my day because I have to stand there still and do nothing except wait for pee to come out. And the older I get, the pee is just slower to come out.
So you get a lot of time to reflect.
Yeah, I was standing there. Actually, I just finished masturbating. And I like to pee after I masturbate, so it stops that disgusting dripping.
Wow.
It turns everything off. It's like a faucet. Did you know that about guys?
Well, I know you can't do both at the same time.
Right. But after I come, I like to pee, so it stops, because otherwise I have cum in my pants. So I'm standing, waiting for pee, and all of a sudden I went, I got bit by a Jewish bat. And then I started laughing. Like I actually,
You laughed at your
I
own.
laughed at my own horror story.
I told you that's how funny it is.
I guess it was.
I was thinking about it long after the show was over.
This guy wrote, holy crap, the bit Howard did today about the changing. Maybe one of the funniest bits he's ever done. I've been listening for almost 20 years now, and I always think the show is funny, but today I nearly pissed myself. I had to pull over because I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard, and Fred's sound effects in the background made it that much funnier. Keep up the great work, guys. All right, well, there you go. Well, Fred and I rehearsed that bit for 7
Absolutely.
hours.
Well, it
Choreographed.
worked.
Yeah, and
It was
I know
very expensive to produce.
I guess I'm blowing it by telling you that, you know, that we rehearsed these
Who
things.
wrote it, actually?
Oh, I had nothing to do with it.
I think Brett
It was all-
Ratner.
yeah, Brett Ratner wrote that one with Mike Judge. Anyway, yeah, so JD was on the wrap-up show talking about how 6th grade was his best year because, don't forget, that's the year he won the spelling bee.
Oh, yes.
Last great year.
Yeah, and he also had a girlfriend, it turns out.
You're kidding.
I had multiple girlfriends that year.
Wow.
So he was,
So he did experience a changing.
but the, I don't know, I guess he was nervous talking about it
What
because.
kind of bat?
kind of bad.
Baseball.
He got hit by a baseball bat. He didn't get bitten by anything. Right in the face. No, I feel your pain, my brother. I love JD.
Obviously.
I'm going to do a portrait of you next week. I'll make you look cool.
All right.
All right?
Okay.
I'll blacken the whole
I
studio.
want to look like Ulysses S. Grant.
Just have a little spotlight
No,
on
I think
it.
he got bit by a bat that was like filled with mush mouth because he could not get this story out.
Did you feel like you were sort of an outcast or ugly kid growing up?
I've never felt like I've ever been attractive. I mean, I've had like girlfriends. You know, I mean, like what was it? I think 6th grade. I had girlfriends, but after that,
Imagine since 6th grade he hasn't had a girlfriend.
Had a girlfriend.
Holy shit! You
I
got
peaked
fucked.
at 12.
He had his pick at 11.
You got fucked over, man.
I've had one girlfriend, so like a girlfriend, like for a month.
So if you ever have to beat off, do you ever go back to like 6th grade and think about like your girlfriend back then?
Is that the Rolodex?
Yeah, his Rolodex is 6th grade.
No.
Yeah. I was beaten off last night, and I didn't like. I was so aggravated. X Factor was going on past 10 o'clock. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it was late.
I would have bailed at 9 if I knew that. I just thought I was wrapping the whole thing up.
I didn't realize it either.
Yeah,
and then I
well-
was stuck.
Then I was like, oh no, I'm all charged up. I'm all charged up from the photo shoot today that I did with some of the guys. I'm all charged up with X Factor, that I'm turning it off. It's 10 o'clock already. I'm like in a panic. I'm never going to fall asleep. So I said, I didn't even want to beat off. I beat off, and I didn't want to even get up and get porn or anything. So I just relied on my own memories. And I always go back to the same girl for beating off.
Really?
Yeah, it was this crazy sexual experience I had. It was not good for her. I came so fast. I even came so fast. I said, listen, let's do this again because I want to prove to you, like, this was after my divorce.
I was going to say, did you apologize?
Yeah, I was like, listen,
Oh.
you're really hot, and I got turned on, but I felt like a child. I mean, I was in my 40s. I literally went for one pump,
Wow.
and I was gone. And I was like, oh shit, I'm bad in bed, but this is ridiculous. I'm better than this.
You're better than this.
And I waited 10 minutes, and
It happened again?
I had one stroke in, and I pulled back and came.
Oh, my God. She must have been disgusted.
Oh, you don't know. I mean, it was like there was nothing to talk about.
Oh, dear.
I was like, but it was a compliment to her. She was so hot. I mean, she was hot. What can I tell you?
Was that, yeah.
What?
Was that the
Was that who?
was that the first time you were with her?
Yeah.
Did it continue?
A couple of times, yeah, but it was a disaster every time. She was too hot for me. I needed to slow the fuck down. It was embarrassing. I said, I'm not great in bed, but I'm better than this.
Yeah, but you loved it, but I bet you broke it off.
I did because
You didn't want to deal with that.
I couldn't deal with it. She was too hot for me. I've never been.
And how can you continually disappoint
Yeah,
somebody and know it?
You want to at least have the other person have some pleasure. It's a turn on. I'm telling you, you cannot fuck this girl for more than a second.
I'll try.
Anybody.
She's sexual dynamite. I'm not kidding. She is our greatest national treasure.
So
Would
she's
we
Jessica
think-
Simpson.
And she's gorgeous. Now, it's not Jessica Simpson.
So we would all think, we would look at her and like, holy fuck.
No. It's when I enter her. I've never felt anything like this.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. She is.
Does she know she's the one?
I don't know what she knows. I'm not going to sit and discuss it with anybody. So I whack off.
And you think of her.
Well, I try to, yeah. I have to come up with some, I have to come up with some sort of old sexual experience when I whack off.
Right.
And so I think about that. And then all of a sudden I go, oh, I'm terrible in bed. You know what I mean? Like in my own fantasy. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, what's wrong with me? I'm such a screwball. One of the things I loved about going to bed with Beth is that at least I could, hold out for 30 seconds with her.
Got a couple of pumps in.
Yeah, a few. She gets a couple. I was like, we're more sexually compatible. But yeah. So then I said, I don't think jerking off is gonna put out my fire. So I reached for the Ambien. I did. I felt
Oh,
like
really?
yeah, and I
You
hate
went
it.
to your substitute, your crutch.
Yeah, I was like Michael Jackson. Where's mother's milk?
And you're the one who says, oh, if you're an insomniac, just lay there.
Yeah, but I have a 4 o'clock in the morning job.
I don't want to
different.
hear your excuses.
No. Once in a while. Listen, you know how long that bottle of Ambien lasts me? Like 10 years. I don't go to it often. I did it for you, so I'd be fresh. So I can make you laugh.
Don't blame me.
Not you,
for
the
taking
audience.
drugs.
Well, I do blame you. You're the reason I'm on drugs.
Did you win the spelling bee that year?
That's the year I won spelling bee.
So
and the girlfriend I was going out with at the time
was-
came and showed up.
The peak. She didn't show up to the spelling bee?
No, she did. A couple friends.
Wow. So 6th grade was the magical year?
Yeah, I think her name was Natalie Spencer. I think. I don't know.
I like it because I think I know.
Yeah, now he doesn't remember.
It's not. It's not.
It's
not
your
her.
one girlfriend.
No, I said I had multiple girlfriends that year,
Oh.
and it wasn't her. She was earlier
Isn't
in the
that
year.
a bitch? Like 6th grade was your best year of your life.
Yeah.
And you probably thought, wow, things can only get better from
Oh
here.
yeah. Then I moved to Florida, and it's all downhill.
Well, I have a theory about you with all this, like inability to talk and lack of self-confidence and
Yeah.
anger and all that. I mean, I'm not going to get into it on the air.
That's fine. I don't like
When
it.
are you going to get into it?
Yeah, actually, I'm not. I don't really want to deal with it because you know what? Me bringing it up ain't going to help him.
What is it? What,
Well, I think
you
it goes
have
back to his parents.
Oh, well, of course, everything.
You know, of course. So I'm not going to get into
Yeah,
that.
we don't need to get into that. I don't need more shit.
How's mom doing?
She's doing fine.
When's the last time you saw her?
I saw her like over the summer.
Oh,
down in
yeah?
Florida. Yeah.
What,
went-
were you on the same plane? What? how did
No,
you
I
meet
went down and visited her.
Yeah. How's that going?
It's going fine.
Do you think you're angry with her for leaving you?
I'm not angry with anyone. She didn't leave
You
me.
should be angry.
She
Maybe you got to
didn't
get in
leave me.
touch with that man.
Huh?
You got to get in touch with that man.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. Look at you. You're a fucking mess.
But that's not.
I'm telling you, that's the secret
not
to
any
it.
issue. No.
Oh, okay. She's still with that Hawaiian dude she met on the internet?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're married, for Christ's sake.
Okay. Take it easy.
You take it easy.
No. I'm not going to take it easy.
So you go down there and you stay with her?
I did stay with her.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow.
Did she explain why she left you?
There's no leaving. There's no
See,
leaving.
I can't get into this with him.
I know.
Yeah. I don't want to upset him. He gets all uptight.
And we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
Right. It's not, you know, I'm not a psychiatrist.
It's not worth it.
I mean, I should be one. I'd probably have like a huge rate of suicide amongst
I
my
was going to say, I don't think you should be a psychiatrist.
because I'm not. I am the least. What do you call that? Empathic with my people. Yeah. Anyway, let me get back to you. Forget you.
Okay,
I'm
thank you.
getting sidetracked. Why did you come in here? I forget.
I just brought up another Primus,
Primus
song.
song.
Oh, okay. The one you brought up wasn't so good.
That was good.
So you truly feel that you peaked in 6th grade, JD?
I mean, girlfriend-wise, yeah.
You mentioned the move to Florida is when everything went out the window. Why so?
You know, just moving to a new city, moving to a new town, you know, getting reacquainted with people, and, you know, just sort of... And, of course, they were awkward teenage years.
And you were the new guy.
Yeah. So, you know, that's what happens.
Do you feel as though you're stuck in that mentality of that, you know, the new kid in the new Florida school mentality still to this day?
Maybe, I don't know.
Like when you approach new situations, do you automatically assume that this isn't going to go well and, you know, they're not going to like me and I'm not going to be able to get these chicks, blah, blah, blah?
I wouldn't go that far, but I definitely do not have a lot of optimistic feelings about situations and things.
But do you feel that by entering situations with that pessimistic attitude that you've automatically given yourself zero chance?
I don't know. Depends on what the situation is. Like when I first started working here, you know, it was cool, but you just don't want to mess things up. So, you know, you just sort of deal. You just let things happen, or whatever.
Personally, I'd like to see a more positive attitude of you because I think you have a lot of positive things to bring to the table.
All right.
Serious.
Okay.
You're a witty guy.
I believe you.
You're actually a very fun guy to hang out with. A lot of people don't know.
I wouldn't go that far.
I've had a lot of fun with you in the past.
All right. If you say so.
You control this, man.
Okay. Anything
You
else?
control this.
Anything else? We're done here. You done with? I'm done with therapy. Fucking Carmel. Therapy Greg. Therapy Cameron.
All right.
Okay.
I love you, man.
Okay.
I love you, man.
Ah.
I love you, man.
Thank you.
Just gonna keep hammering you with love. Hammer you with love.
This guy, Matt, is fascinating. His name is Matt Paxton. And, Matt, are you on TV?
I'm here.
Yeah. Matt's on TV, right? Aren't you part of the Hoarders TV show?
Yeah, I'm the guy that cleans up all the dead cats and poop on Hoarders.
Oh.
Hoarders is this fascinating show, which I have to admit I don't watch. I sort of, everyone always tells me about it, but I am fascinated by hoarders. Like Ronnie, the limo driver, tells me about like when his mom was a bit of a hoarder, and she would hoard these paper bags, like I don't know, paper bags, like from shopping. Like she'd come home and save every paper bag. And when Ronnie cleaned out her house after she died, it was like he spent like almost a month
with paper bags,
plastic bags. And Gary said his mom was a hoarder. She would just save like New York Times newspapers, and she'd and like finally he was hauling them out one day, and there was thousands of them. And she started to cry, and he goes, "What's wrong?" And she goes, "I was going to read those." Like it's such a thing, this hoarding. Yes. And she would save your mom would save every box, right?
Ronnie and I were just talking about this in there. Like so, say you go to like Macy's and you buy a shirt, right? You give it as a gift, that box. My mother, and Ronnie said the same thing with his mother, there were boxes inside of boxes inside of boxes, and both our mothers had the same thing. Oh, when Christmas comes around, I'm going to use them, but they never did.
Right.
Then the next year, there were more boxes, and after 10 years, there were so many boxes.
Right.
You open my mother's closet, and one half, instead of clothing, were these boxes stacked up to the ceiling.
Right.
Wow.
Well, I remember when Ronnie's mom died, he would, I said, "Ronnie, how's it going?" Because he said, I have to go and, clean up my mom's house. Well, it was months you were cleaning that house. And finally he said to me, she saved everything.
It was 40-gallon bags of garbage.
40 of them?
40.
Right. And a small apartment.
Yeah, a two-bedroom apartment, garden apartment.
Right.
Okay? And those the junk trucks that come, you hire them to come? 3 trucks.
Wow. From a 2-bedroom apartment.
Besides, it was mostly shopping, paper bags.
It was paper bags, canned goods that were
expired.
They were exploding in the back. Like she would buy stuff and keep putting it in the closet, and the stuff would just pile up.
Right.
And when you get to the back, I was cleaning everything out, the cans that were in the back were exploding. That's how old they were.
I just got one more. My friend had to take care of his dad's house. Again, I don't know what it is about storing stuff. Do they like the storage containers?
It's a depression mentality.
400 Maxwell House coffee cans. Right? The Maxwell House coffee cans?
The empty ones.
400, and they were filled with, some were filled with rubber bands, some were filled with nuts and bolts, some were filled with nothing.
Right.
But 400 of them, and they were like sort of stacked in sort of a neat way. But he couldn't possibly find them because they were all the same can.
How old a guy was this?
He was, Depression era guy, for sure.
Because I think they see a coffee can as like, wow, this could be valuable. I can put things in it.
Cigar boxes they used to keep because that was a good place to put things.
My mother would take a paper towel, right, and she would wipe my counter at the house, and then she would lay it out on the side to dry. And I said, Ma, I promise you, the depression's over. We can afford paper towels.
Right. I found stuff, under the sink in the kitchen, there was like a big storage area.
Right.
The things like from the Chinese restaurant, the containers from soup.
Right. I think the plastic container.
The styrofoam things that, takeout food comes in.
Yeah.
She would wash it out.
Oh.
And save them.
The whole bottom, hundreds of them, hundreds. Okay. Then I'd have to go through every piece of paperwork in the house. And she had a closet filled with paperwork from my father had a business in 1959. All the paperwork was still there from the business. You would have to go through everything. I'd find money.
Wow.
Dollar bills, envelopes with $100 in it, I'd go through her drawers. I'd find these little change purses filled with change. You
know what was crazy about his story? His mom got sick, so he cleaned out the entire apartment. From the time she got sick to the time she died, the whole apartment was filled up again.
All over again.
All over again.
Because I cleaned it out once when she had her heart surgery. She had heart surgery when she was 75.
So like
77, something like that.
So you went in and cleaned it out.
I went when she was in the house. She was living at my house to recuperate.
How long did it take? Was she mad at you when you cleaned up the first time?
She got pissed off at me when she went home. And a lot of the paperwork stuff was missing. I just took everything and hauled it out.
And didn't she enjoy having free space and neat? No, nothing. She was angry.
And then
it's hell for them.
My old bedroom that where I lived when I lived there was filled with like the boxes like he was talking about.
Yeah.
Where what are you going to use all these boxes for? Like she'd give us gifts at Christmas time. And she'd take the boxes home.
That's right. My mother said, you got to give me the box back.
Right.
That's a true story.
She put them back in the room.
Right.
And they were all there. And then she would go shopping.
Right.
And she'd buy shirts for me from,
Macy's.
Macy's. She'd buy stuff for the kids. She'd buy everything and never opened it. Like, in case she needed it for something.
She'd have a gift.
She had a gift.
That's true. My mother had a part of the house. This is weird because it would always freak my friends out. Like, I'd come over with, say you were my friend.
Right.
I'd come over. My mom started to talk to you, and she liked you. She'd go, excuse me for a minute. She'd go lock her door. I could hear her lock the door, and I'd hear her rummaging through stuff.
Right.
And she'd come out with a gift, an unopened gift. Like
Why did she lock the door?
Because that's the funniest thing, too, because we lived in a house the size of my thumb.
Right.
I knew where everything was. My mother used to hide money in the radiator, like you could pull the thing down, and I would hear her open and close it. And I said, Mom, don't lock the door. I know where you're hiding everything. But she would bring you out a gift. Could be a shirt that was still, but the shirt could have been 20 years old, but still in the wrapper.
So Matt, let me get to you. This is Matt Paxton. He's on Hoarders, and as bad as these guys' mothers are,
they got worse people on this show.
But Matt, Matt is one of these guys who figured out. All right, no one wants to clean up a hoarder's home because it's disgusting. So Matt started his business. You originally worked on your own, right? You weren't on TV. You started
I've been doing that. I've been cleaning up old ladies. All these stories you just told, that's what I do. I work with families to go in and clean it out. And the guy that was talking about finding the money, man, every single book, every single cookie holder, I mean, we found $13,000 in change in a lady's house.
Wow.
How are you, so how did you start this business? You started a business where you said, look, I see that nobody wants to clean up hoarders' homes because it's really gross.
Well, I wish it was that cool. I was broke. I'd been a bit of a bender, about a 3-year bender, and was starting over and was living on a buddy's couch. And I was just trying to eat and pay rent.
Right.
And I realized no one would clean this stuff up. So I said, well, if no one will do it, I'll see if someone will pay me to do it.
So you get paid a fortune to go in and literally just, put on rubber gloves and clean through hoarders' homes.
Yeah, but now it's, dead cats, recycled adult diapers. I mean, it's not. We're not sorting through papers to find change anymore.
And it's probably, how many people work for you in this company?
Sometimes we're 6 guys. We've been as many as 50, depending on the job.
And a lot of times you hire like ex-cons and stuff because most people will not get involved in this kind of dirty work.
Yeah, but you got to have someone that's been knocked down that gets the mental state. And so for me, I prefer ex-cons and recovering addicts.
So if I send you to a home of a hoarder, what would you charge me? I mean, an average size, middle-income home. What does it cost to go in there and clean?
Starts about at $15,000 now.
Right.
15,000?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's why. Listen to this statistic. Matt once had to dispose of 45,000 pounds of human feces from a home. 45. Listen to me. 45,000 pounds.
Where do they keep that?
Yeah, how does that happen, Matt?
Usually that starts in the bathroom. The toilet gets full, then the bathtub gets full, then the hallway gets full, then the living room gets full, and they get embarrassed, and it becomes kind of I better cover this up. But the intent, which you guys said earlier, they absolutely believe they're going to clean it up tomorrow.
Right.
They truly believe that.
So the guys,
you're telling me the plumbing is off?
Plumbing's been gone for years by the time I get there.
Wow.
And I guess they never feel that they want to call in a plumber because at first they start to they're like embarrassed, and then they shit once you start shitting in the tub, you're like, well, I don't want to bring anybody in.
Yeah, I always say, think about the first time you decided to crap in your living room. That's one thing. But by like the 500th time, you're pretty committed to this lifestyle.
Can you remember has this happened to you more than once where there's thousands of pounds of feces in the house?
Every week now, man.
Every week?
5 years of my life, every week. week. I'm in full biohazard now.
And so you go in a hazmat suit and the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I mean literally, you would not believe in every single building in New York City, in every single neighborhood around the country, there's one of these houses, and it's a toxic dump. I mean, it's unbelievable the stuff we're finding in there.
And when you meet these people, like specifically the people who shit in their have 45,000 pounds of feces in their home, do they seem like normal people?
No, they're like Gary's mom. They're lovely women. They're nice people.
Right.
That have had a rough go at some point in their life. It might be 10, 15 years ago. Something triggered it. And I've got to not only clean up the poop, but I've got to also give this lady a hug and act like it's no big deal.
Right, because you don't want to embarrass her.
No, my God, if I embarrass her, I'm out. She'll kick me out, and I'm the last person that's going to help her.
When they call you, do they confess or they just say, look, I saw you on TV. I need a company to come in and clean my home. Or do they come clean on the phone and say, listen, I've been shitting in my house for the last 10 years?
No. Normally, either a family member will call me, or they'll get called in from the show, or an APS worker, Adult Protective Services, will say, we're kicking them out tomorrow.
Right.
So they're not calling you. It's always someone else.
Maybe 1 out of 100 they'll call. Usually it's someone that loves them.
And is there...
They've given up. They don't know what to do.
And is it like what Ronnie and Gary are describing, that when you come in to clean, they're livid because even though you're removing shit from their home, they're not grateful in a way. They're like, please, just leave the shit in there.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes a wall of safety. They're removed from the rest of the world, and it's really a wall of judgment. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be made fun of. So, believe it or not, that stuff protects them.
What is the smell like? Or maybe you never get to smell it because you're in a...
Do something?
Yeah,
I'm pretty used to it. It's a very citrusy urine smell.
Oh, it's not. It doesn't even smell like shit anymore.
No, urine will knock out. You don't even smell shit.
Really? Where are they urinating?
With the shit?
2-liter bottles.
In 2-liter bottles.
Oh, and then they cap it, the bottle?
They cap it, yeah. It's called plumber bombs. So
oh, my God. I mean, it's...
We enjoy it, though. For us, we're all recovering addicts. So, like, we need something nasty to get us off.
Yeah, this keeps you straight, huh?
This keeps us totally clean and sober because we get grossed out, and we really enjoy that, and we get that every week.
I would think it would be the opposite. Like, you'd come home and go, I've just seen the worst of humanity.
I
need to get high. It doesn't matter. It's all meaningless.
Tie me off.
I mean, when you've hit rock bottom yourself, you kind of have to laugh to get out of it. And so now for us, if we find, if we don't see 200 cats, we don't think it's funny.
Are you a millionaire from this business? I mean, getting $20,000 a house seems to me like you might be a very wealthy man.
No, I mean, I'm doing all right. I have a house now. I have children that I can afford. I'm comfortable. It's a pretty cool thing. But I get paid to help people, which is a pretty awesome thing.
Matt once found 200 dead cats in a home, and they were wet. So when he tried to pick them up, they just came apart.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Do you ever throw up when you see that kind of thing?
I don't, man. The only thing that gets me is I had a kitten crawl out of a pile of human waste one time. And that was a bit much for me. And then the smells, the textures really, like the food they were talking about. When those cans explode, he's exactly right. The cans from 20, 30 years ago will pop open, and you'll see textures and smells that you've never seen
What
before.
do you mean a kitten crawled out of human feces? In other words, the cat was trapped in the feces?
He was living underneath the feces and she crawled through it.
Oh, my God. So how did the cat survive? Did they feed the cat or did they eat the shit?
Dude, people don't realize cats are survivalists, man. They are so tough. Like, they'll live through anything. People will quit before a cat quits.
Wow. Oh, it's so sad. Now, when you say, going back to what you said before, you found $13,000 in cash inside a giant rat's nest in a house.
Yeah, 8-foot rat's nest in Oakland.
And how's the money get in there?
Well, we found out that week that rats don't eat money. We didn't. It's the only thing they don't shred apart. We didn't know that.
Why is that?
I guess it's the glaze on the money. I don't know. They're not interested in it. But we didn't know if there were cats. We didn't know if there were rats or not in this nest. So it was about a 6-foot-high, 8-foot-wide rat's nest, and we can see all the holes where the rats are going in and out. But we can also see money all over the place.
Now, when you see that's a dangerous thing because those rats can carry disease.
Yeah, in Oakland too. They're big. That's like New York rats.
Yeah, they're the size of dogs. Some of them.
Yeah, they're a good-sized cat. Absolutely.
Yeah.
When you're cleaning out, do they come and bite you and try to attack you?
Well, that one they didn't in that one. But we were going inch by inch. We didn't know if they would. So the fear of them coming out. Turns out they had given up and left years ago too.
So when you find cash in a house, I mean, you're obligated to give it to the owner, right?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, because the joy they get in that gets us so much more momentum. It lets us clean faster.
You say here, you once found $45,000 in U.S. savings bond in a house.
Yep.
And the woman thought they were expired. People don't even know what they have.
She didn't know what she had. We had to explain to her the difference between maturity and expiration.
Now you're a financial
So
advisor.
she thought they had gone bad.
Right,
I thought
yeah.
they were bad. It was free money, $45,000. We helped fund it, and this lady thought she had nothing.
So, Matt, is your show's on A&E, but what do you have to do with Oprah Winfrey? She started having you on at one point?
No, that's actually how I got on. This guy, Peter Walsh, that's on there, he was not interested in doing the show, Hoarders. And so I had been bugging him for years trying to just be his guy that cleaned up after he left. I never thought I'd get on TV. I was just trying to make a living.
Right.
And he couldn't do it because he was on Oprah. And so that's how I ended up getting on. He said, no, go call this crazy guy in Virginia. He'll clean up anything. And they were literally just looking for messy houses to clean. And I just happened to get picked up. I got that one chance. They gave me about 10 minutes.
So because you're on TV, do you get more money in a sense because you're a celebrity house cleaner?
Yeah, crazy enough, I am. It's weird. I mean, I'm like the most popular trash guy in America.
And why did they start putting you on TV? Because they found that the cleanup was just as interesting as meeting the people?
I think they realized it was more than trash, and that's
Right.
really what I bring to the table. I mean, to me, this is about people. We all are different. We all are fear of rejection. We're all, we all have fear of judgment. We're all trying to find self-worth, and that's really what hoarding is about. And I'm able to break it down to I'm not an educated man. I'm a recovering addict that just got lucky.
How old a guy are you?
I'm young. I'm 36. I'm still very young.
When you have
messing up early.
But when you have to clear out 45,000 pounds of shit, and by the way, I'm trying to figure out how much is the average bowel movement? A pound?
Yeah.
It just depends on the person.
I mean, how many years would it take you to build up 45,000 pounds of
At
shit?
least 10 years. Yeah, that's the number you want. I mean, it's 10 years of 3 or 4 times a day.
Where do you bring it, though? Like, where can you dump that?
That you can't even take to the dump, and that's what's really challenged us. We now, everything has to be destroyed as like medical waste because it's too messy for the city dump.
So what do you do with medical waste? Where does that go?
That has to actually go to, it's like a crematorium. It actually has to be incinerated.
Oh, my
Holy
goodness.
cow.
I mean, a lot of the houses, we had a house the other day, there's no way to save it. It has to be destroyed. And so it was more of a recovery situation.
So
we had to
that
go in
place was so bad, you couldn't clean it.
could not salvage it. You had to tear it down.
Just burn it down.
But it was so messy, we couldn't tear it down. We actually had to burn it.
Is that more than one person shitting in the house, or was just the one person?
No, it's one person.
Wow.
I mean, 10 years. I mean, you got 3 or 4 times a day, 10 years, every day, day by day.
Are hot girls ever hoarders, or is it always just like very vile-looking people?
I think they started. A lot of them start as hot girls. I mean, it's a fine wine. You can't be a good hoarder overnight. It takes 10, 15, 20 years.
Tell the story, Matt. He cleared a house of a guy into kiddie porn, but the guy called you, right?
Yeah, and this was not on A&E. I want to make sure they always ask me to make sure clear this. This one was on our personal job.
Okay.
But we went out, and this guy, the family called us. He was having a heart disease, and he was going to die. And the family wanted to send him home so he could have hospice. So we were going and thinking, oh, this poor sweet guy.
Yeah.
Well, we get there and we start realizing, well, this is some interesting toys. This is some interesting pornography. And the deeper we got, we started finding some Polaroids, some really aggressive stuff, and it was all child pornography.
Wow.
And so we're like, what do we do here? So we called a buddy of mine as a cop, and he's like, well, actually, you have to report this. So we called the guy. Guy ends up going to jail for 3 years. He gets out of jail, fills the house up again, because we actually did clean it, and he calls us again and says, hey, can you come clean my house again? And we had just sent the guy to jail for 3 years.
And yet he
Who
wasn't.
else you gonna call?
He wasn't angry. One thing about those kiddie porn guys, they're very forgiving. So you clean his house, you find kiddie porn, you report him to the police, he goes to jail, he comes back home, he says, hey, you guys were pretty good at cleaning, come on back. But you didn't find any more kiddie porn there.
Well, I told him to fuck off. I mean, we're not going to.
Oh, you didn't go. You didn't want that job.
I mean, I hire all ex-cons. My morality gauge is pretty wide open. I've guys that murder people on my team, but I will not work with a child pornographer. Period. I mean, that's the one thing I won't touch.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Well, is the worst thing you ever found a dead body in a house?
I did find a dead body. The smell is unique. You'll never get that out of your head. For me,
What's that smell like? Does it smell like shit?
No. That if you haven't smelt it, I mean, you can't even get it out of you. You end up shaving your head and your eyebrows because you just can't get the smell off your body.
You're saying if a body decomposes and you get the smell on you, you shave your head and your eyebrows.
I did. Yeah, I shaved my head because I couldn't get it was like that old trick where you wipe poo under someone's nose at camp and the guy all he smells is poo. Well, it's kind of like that's all you smell once you find a dead body. That's the worst. That was probably the worst for me.
How long had the body been in there?
Well, that was when we were doing foreclosures in downtown D.C.
Oh.
Just knocking down doors of foreclosures for the banks. And
so that's why the person wasn't paying.
He wasn't actually delinquent.
He had a good excuse.
Yeah, he had a good excuse.
How long had he been in there? Do you have any idea?
It had to at least have been 120 days.
Wow.
We wouldn't have been in there. We wouldn't have gotten the work order. That was awful because he had killed himself and he was just laying on a chair. So the mental and what that gets to is the mental stuff that we deal with. We're not just picking up trash. We're finding really horrible.
Do you find it hard to sleep at night, or do any of your guys get like post-traumatic stress syndrome?
The abusive ones, the ones like you'll have hoarders that are so protective of their stuff that they'll scream at you and hit you, and the abusive hoarders, they're the ones that give you the post-traumatic.
You had a hoarder try to hit you to keep you from taking all their shit out of their house.
Yeah, I had a 70-year-old lady swing at me, which was pretty
Anybody make contact?
I did have an 80-year-old guy. Actually, we found out he had been beating his wife, and we called him on it, and he got really angry with us and tried to bully us, and he connected pretty square on my jaw.
He punched you in the face.
Yeah.
You're a pretty tough guy. What were you in prison for?
I didn't go to prison. I had a gambling addiction, man. I actually worked for Caesar's Palace. I'm not a tough guy. I just have seen it all now.
Mm-hmm.
And so once you've seen it all, every day my job is to go into someone else's rock bottom.
Right.
And so but I also on the backside is I see people come out of that and I see the miracles happen and I see people do good things. So for me, I don't care.
Do you find that people stay clean after you've cleaned out all this stuff?
Hell no.
Great question. No, that's a good question.
I say no way.
Well, and this is what's so good about hoarders on A&E. They pay for the aftercare, and the aftercare is the key. If they go to therapy, there's about a 60% chance they'll stay clean.
Wow.
If they don't go to therapy, it's 100% guaranteed they'll fail.
Wow.
They'll fill back up by Christmas. If they don't do this, there's a reason they do it, and there's a psychological reason they do it, and you got to get into the head and you got to deal with that psychological issue or it'll never get fixed.
Eric, you're on the air with Matt Paxton. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, now.
Hey, Papa Billy. My cousin, she's a hoarder, and she's pretty hot too. They actually did the local news did a story on her, and yeah, she's hot. I heard you mention.
Oh yeah, well I guess there are some hot chicks who hoard. I don't know. Does she collect her feces at all?
No, there's no duty or nothing. Just messy, bags and food and stuff like that.
Oh, it's so disgusting. Will, go ahead. You're on the air in St. Louis.
Hey, hi. My name's Will, and I think I worked with you, Mr. Paxton, out of St. Louis. Did a job here for the TV show Hoarders.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I was the exterminator on that one.
Yes, that was roaches everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, brown recluse.
What is it too? I imagine there's tons of bugs when you finally get to the bottom of the like if somebody collects bags and stuff. That's where bugs collect, right?
Well, the house this guy's talking about, we were putting cotton balls in our ears and taping up our assholes because there were so many roaches.
Really? You mean you were just afraid that they would actually crawl into your ear?
Yes, that was a really scary. And brown recluse spiders. You couldn't even see the top 2 feet of the house because of the spider webs.
When you say roaches, you guys, you're talking about like not just a couple of roaches. You're saying like the whole wall could be covered in roaches.
They were raining off of the ceiling.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh.
When they came in to clean this, Howard, they had to come in with a hose and spray down the walls with water because there was so much like webs and dust and stuff.
But someone was actually living in the house?
Yeah, it was what was so
3
bad.
People, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a 13-year-old boy that they had in there with them.
Oh, wow. And the roaches are raining down on thever head.
Yeah.
I got to actually know these people. I've been doing their service because
they're good people, aren't they?
Yeah, they were. I never met the husband, but the wife, me and her actually really got to kind of know each other because I've been back to that house.
And did you ever say to her, how could you live with so many roaches?
Yeah, well, she blamed it on her husband. But,
well, when you get to that point in life, it's easy it's just easier to blame it on other people. And that was a triangle family that everyone was blaming on each other. But that 13-year-old kid is such a good kid. We didn't care if we were getting rained on by roaches. You just wanted to help that kid, man.
So did Child Protective Services take the kid out of the home and like?
Yeah, that's how we got called in. Yeah, and he wasn't allowed back in until we cleaned it out.
Oh, they sent him back.
Well, no, the families, I don't think they're back in, are they?
No, no, not yet. They still. Well, see, what ended up happening is because everything went so wrong, and the cleanup and everything. The house, they came in and sanitized the inside of the house, but it's never been cleaned yet.
Wow.
So you still walk in there. The kitchen floor is like walking on peanut butter. I mean, everything. It's unreal. It's just ungodly.
Yeah, and that was a house where really, if the family had the financial options, they really should tear it down and start over.
Right.
But
it's that bad.
Yeah, and the A&E can only do but so much. I mean, we're not. No one's millionaire, so you can't just throw. There's a budget, and we can only do but so much. So.
No. Listen, you gave them a start. Do you think they'd take over?
Yeah, you're there to clean.
Well, and for us, I mean, we have to put a lot of money into the therapy afterwards because without that, the house is going to fill up regardless.
Yeah, right. They'll go right back to their. It's weird too because like he wondered just like why did they let themselves get in this situation? But it's mental illness, right? There's no rational.
Right. Absolutely. There's a problem.
Yeah.
Nobody would rationally do this. They can't. You just can't help it. They don't want to do this. They're good people. It started off with one bad decision.
Right.
But you'd think there may be one person like that.
Yeah, right.
This is a whole
It's an epidemic,
series.
evidently. Yeah.
There's millions, and the show blew the doors off it. Now there's a ton of shows about it, which is great because I always say it's the next alcoholism. I mean, in the 50s, people were like, it was so embarrassing to say your uncle was an alcoholic. Now you say my uncle's in AA, and you're like, good for him. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it takes I guess it takes some of the secrecy out of it. Yeah. But what I always say, it starts with just one shit in the tub, and then you're hooked.
The first time you do that, just realize.
I heard that, I tell you.
Yeah. Hey, Will in St. Louis, thanks for the call. Are you coming over to America's Got Talent?
Actually, I got tickets for Saturday at 11 o'clock.
All right, I'll say hi to you.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, later, man.
Hey, that guy Will, I remember him now. He actually gave his services for free to help that family.
Wow. Hey, Will, you're a good dude.
We try.
I bet. All right. Good man, Will. See, my fans are good people.
I'm learning there's good people everywhere. You just got to give them opportunities to be good.
Right. I fortunately don't give anybody opportunities.
Well, you know what? This will change my life. You're giving a lot of people awareness.
Take one last call, Matt. I've held on to you long enough, but let me. You got to get back to cleaning. But
yeah,
Kirk,
I mean, I wonder how bad you have to be to make it on the TV show.
Yeah, I know. Any big job today, Matt? You going out anywhere?
No, I'm home all week. We start filming again next week. For us, Robin, the people, the saddest thing is most of the time I'll go into a house now and I have to tell them that their house isn't messy enough for me to clean it.
When you hire ex-cons to work for you, how do you know which ones you can trust?
We go through a program that they've been sober for 2 years. And
I see.
You can't trust all of them, but there's a lot of those dudes are. Those guys. I want the ones that if they sneeze wrong, they're going back to prison tomorrow.
Kirk, what's right? They have something to lose. Hey, Kirk, go ahead. You have the last word with Matt.
Hey, Howard, does this Matt guy ever worry or have like a health scare with hepatitis or SARS from cleaning up these dirty fucking people?
He's wearing a hazmat suit.
I do. I get.
Yeah, but you ever got poked or anything where you're like, oh shit?
We do walk out if we see needles. We walk out. That's the only thing we'll say no to, and our shots are up to date like you wouldn't believe.
If you walk into a house and you see some like drug addicts have been living there and there's exposed needles, you will walk out and refuse the job.
Yeah, you're on your own. I'm not going to die for these. I'll almost die for them, but I'm not going to die for them.
You'll clean their shit, but you ain't cleaning their needles.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Matt, thank you, and Kirk, thank you. Matt Paxton on the season finale of Hoarders. Oh, Sour Shoes has a question. How can you refuse him? Matt, one last question. Yes, Sour Shoes.
Hi, Matt. Matt, when you have to clean up the poo-poo in the house when it's in the living room, is it in 5-gallon buckets, or how is the poo? Is it on the floor, or is it...
Sour Shoes, I thought you were going to ask. He's asking in his baby voice.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's in buckets, sometimes it's just laying in open diapers, and sometimes it's on the wall.
All right. I shouldn't have gone to that. All right. Let's just say also check out Matt's podcast, available on iTunes at 5decisionsaway.com. Hey, Matt, fascinating.
Hey, guys, thanks so much for the time. I really appreciate you letting everybody know about this.
I might have to call you in for helping out with cleaning out JD's office. I'm seeing a lot of magazines and things.
Absolutely. Bring it. I'll do it. I'll clean up anything.
All right, Matt.
Guys, thanks so much.
Later.
Thank God for
Interesting
him.
work, actually. Yeah, thank God for him.
He found a niche and he filled it.
It's crazy stuff, right?
They say that's the best way to do, to get into a business.
That's
is
what they
to
say.
Find something nobody else is doing.
I found a business. No one's willing to clean up 45,000 pounds of some human feces. I think I'm onto something.
I think I'm onto something.
Good for him, though. Covering addict.
Yeah, he's
got a
giving
business.
other people second chances. It's
Right.
a good deal.
Yeah, well, there you go.
That was great. That was great. The best line was he goes, "We were putting cotton balls in our ears and taping up our assholes." Are you a hoarder?
Not like that, but I can understand, not for feces, but I can understand how it's hard to make decisions about like paper.
Well, my parents are so the opposite.
Oh my God.
They don't allow anything to stay in the house. Like, you couldn't save anything. I mean, that story about my comic books is tip of the iceberg. I mean, they go through that house. If they see, it's
Well, you have a little
no
of that in you.
history.
You toss.
Now I do. I used to be a big slob, but
Because you sometimes you'll get here and you'll just go like you do one thing that makes me crazy because it's your parents and my parents. You have the ability to push a whole stack of stuff out without looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
I got to look at everything.
No, sometimes you have to just do that.
But
Because
you
you realize
can't.
you haven't looked at it in months.
I know, but you can't. There's something in there.
I try.
There's got to be some. That's my fucking parents.
My parents, literally, their home is void of any personal detail. Like, they'll throw everything out.
If they were moving, they wouldn't have to do anything. The house is
Oh
ready
no,
to show.
it's ready to go.
And I love that.
I don't have to go in and clean anything.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
So on Monday's wrap-up show, we were talking about the guests that were on the show, and one of the guests was a transgender person, and somebody called in who was a transgender person, I presume, and said that they had a vagina. And I said, I don't think you have one because it can't be a workable thing. And we got into this whole altercation where she was mad at me, but I wasn't mad at her. I was just trying to bring out a point. But you should check it out and see what happens.
Now we're going to move on to Raji, who came in, who is transgendered and has cement in her face and in her ass. And
that was a tough story. I mean, I felt really bad for her.
Well, when you heard her explanation, though, about the doctor who did it, basically did the same thing and was also transgendered, I guess there was some kind of level of trust there.
Yeah, the other thing I think I got out of this whole thing, taking away transgender and all that other stuff, if something's way cheaper than it should be, there's probably a reason why.
Yeah, you get what you pay for in a lot of cases. Did you know that tranny was an offensive term? That's what ISIS was saying.
Really? I didn't know that. What do I know?
Are you going to stop using it?
Me?
Yeah.
Did I? I don't know. Did I use it?
Well, I mean, would you say, hey, the trannies are here?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, would you?
Ronnie always says that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't know it was
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess I would.
I'm still on the fence about whether I'm stopping using it or not.
Yeah.
So what did you think of Raji and ISIS today? ISIS came in late.
ISIS, I saw everybody before they came in all together, and she was scary looking when I walked in the room. You know, it was kind of I didn't know what to say to her. You know, you don't know what to say, but I mean, ISIS was cute. You know, what can you say? It's like I was talking to one of the guys out here. I won't mention who it was, and he said, on a good night with a few drinks, you would never know what you were doing.
Well, the question I was asking around the office, and I'd like to try to get an answer. ISIS is, for all intents and purposes, a woman now.
Right, she has a fake vagina.
So if you marry ISIS, does that make you gay? It's the same silence I got from everybody else.
If you're
Legally, you're gay,
if you're
and technically, I think you're definitely committing a gay act. I think, but it depends if your desire for her is as a woman. Then you're not. I don't think.
Yeah, but what would be the difference if you didn't know that she had the operation?
That's what I'm saying.
And you met her in a bar and you tried to pick her up, and then found out she had a cock.
Well, if you,
it's still the same difference. You're still going out with a guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Technically,
I don't
it's a
care
gay
if
act.
she's got a fake hole
yeah,
there
it's
now.
technically a gay act, but I think if someone desires her because they think she's a woman or think he's a woman, then they're doing it for a heterosexual reason.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
it's a gay act. I agree with you.
But
there's nothing wrong with it if that's what you're into.
I don't think so either.
How is it a gay act if she's a woman now?
Well, I mean, like if a man rapes you, you had a homosexual act, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you didn't desire it.
What I'm saying is that, is she a woman now? She's had the full sex change operation. Is she a woman, or is she a woman that used to be a man, which we know
She's
to be
still
the truth?
to me, she's still a tranny.
But she's got all the working parts of a woman.
No, they don't really work. Now you know that. Now stop it.
How do you know that?
They don't work.
Experience?
No, they don't work. How could they work?
How could you say they don't work? Do you know that for a fact?
Dude, remember when somebody, I forget who it was, explained how the operation actually works? Yeah, it's not, dude. It's still a guy.
I think
sorry.
it's nice to treat her as she wants to be treated, as
Yeah.
a woman. However,
And I
every
would.
cell in her body is a male.
I just think it's my favorite
That's
part.
actually wrong.
Uh-oh.
Wrong.
Okay, who's this?
This is Diane in New Jersey.
Yes. I'm
What was your
sorry.
original name, Diane?
How you guys doing? It's kind of ironic that the first time I actually finally get through, and after listening since I don't know the early '80s, it's to criticize.
Diane, were you born a woman?
No, I was not. But there's just it's really kind of ironic that so many Howard and you guys are also gay and lesbian friendly, and you seem to really know your stuff. But when it comes to trans people, you are completely clueless.
Well,
I mean,
how are we
First
clueless?
off, it's not a gay act. Okay, number one. Okay, I've been married to my husband. It's going to be 10 years now. He dated exclusively, women that were born women. All before that, and when we have sex, he puts his penis in my vagina. So I don't see how that could be seen as gay.
Well, I think Diane, Ronnie says that there's no way your parts can work.
Right.
Well,
your vagina used to be.
Ronnie doesn't have my parts. I have my parts, and they work.
But work how? In other words,
you don't feel it. I'm sorry. There's no way.
Yeah, I feel it. Believe me.
Yeah. Maybe
Well,
you
how
feel.
would you not
Maybe
feel it?
maybe you feel the pressure of it going in.
No.
There's no way you feel the same thing
my God.
a girl feels. I'm sorry.
How
it's
would you know
impossible.
that?
Oh, please.
How is it impossible?
I've heard doctors
This is
talk
like
about
arguing-
this stuff,
is like
dude. Come on.
arguing
now.
science with an idiot.
Hey, Diane. Diane.
Yeah.
How would you, in a short sentence, define a gay act?
Two men or two women doing something together.
So
sexually.
a lot of people would technically consider you biologically a man.
Right. In other words, Diane, if you were going to the Olympics, say, and it had to scrape your cells, would your cells come up as a woman or a man?
Well, chromosomally, they're male, but everything else is female. I mean, here's the thing: you're getting hung up on one thing. I mean, do you go around testing the chromosomes of every person that you've ever met?
Actually, look, Diane, I'm not knocking you at all. I don't, whatever turns everybody on, it's fine with me. It doesn't bother me.
It's not even.
No, I'm not talking. I'm just trying to bring something out. Listen to your voice right now.
Yeah.
You do not sound like a woman. I'm sorry.
Well, that's because
I'm sorry.
you knew that before you. That's because.
Oh
you
no!
knew
As soon as you
before
got on the phone, I knew when he said hi, I knew you were a guy.
Diane, I got to go with Ronnie on this one. It says on the board, it says Diane from New Jersey, and it says Howard Stern supports gays but gets weird around transsexuals. So I thought we were talking to a woman. The reason I asked you were you born a woman was because I did hear it in your voice.
Here's the question: do you like
Well,
popping
but here's the
pimples
thing,
on your
Gary,
husband's back?
I'm sorry, John. I didn't.
No,
What was the question?
It's okay. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say, Diane.
The reason is, of course, you had that specter raised in your mind. I can tell you honestly, I'm on the phone, normally all the time, never, ever does anyone ever say sir or mister or anything like that. It just doesn't happen. And this is, I'm talking, it's been, I mean, I transitioned over a dozen years ago.
Well, Diane, why do you feel that Howard, you said, supports gays but doesn't support transgendered people?
Well, because he doesn't know. I mean, he gets like really weirded out, and he uses the wrong terms. He doesn't understand the difference. You know, you guys were just saying before, you don't even understand like why tranny is offensive, or like, you know, you get an idiot like Ronnie there that thinks he knows how my parts work.
Hey, you know, we're getting towards
Dude,
the show.
First of all, I don't know why you're calling me an idiot. I didn't insult you. I'm trying to talk to you in a nice way, and now you're calling me an idiot. Okay, we had what's her name? What's his name comes up here?
What's her?
Our old friend, the one who got
Siobhan.
Siobhan. Okay, she came up here with her and showed us her thing. That's no way that thing is real. It smells. There's no way it works. Okay,
You're talking about
she's got to wash it out with a hose.
Have we
Okay?
ever done a contest where we have just the vagina and try to pick out the fake one?
No, but you know what,
Ronnie, you understand why Diane's offended. Basically, you're
I'm
saying
not
you said
trying
she has
to
a fake.
offend.
You said she has a fake hole. I mean, you don't see why she'd be offended by that? By calling it a fake hole?
Well,
because to her,
what
clearly
do
it
you,
isn't.
John? What do you call it? What do you call it? Do you think it's real? Do you think she feels anything? You're asking me. I'm asking you now. What do you feel?
Ronnie, I haven't gone through the experience of having that done to me. I don't know how it feels.
Well, John, what's your gut feeling?
Thank you, John.
I'm listening to when Siobhan talks about it, who had the same operation, basically said she really doesn't feel anything.
Well, and Siobhan had to keep a stent in it to keep it open. Remember?
John, gun to your head. Give me an answer.
Hey, Diane.
Yeah, come on, John.
Diane, if I spray myself black, wear an afro, learn to dance, am I technically black then?
No, you're just Benji.
Oh my God! No, you're still Benji.
Diane, real quick, we only have 30 seconds. Go ahead, make your final point.
Well, the point is right there what Ronnie was saying. You know, just like anything else, there are good doctors and there are bad doctors that do that kind of surgery. And Siobhan obviously is kind of a nutcase to start with. Most people, like me, you know, I'm married. I have kids that go to school. I do all the normal stuff. My neighbors don't know. My friends. It's just something that happened in my past.
Diane, can I ask you a quick question before we end?
Sure.
You say you have kids, okay?
Yes.
Did you give birth to these kids?
No.
Okay.
The defense rests, Your Honor.
Diane, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
What if she had, Ronnie?
Checkmate,
Well,
Ronnie.
then I say it works. Then I'll say it works.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked about the bad day that I was having, how Howard yelled at me, how I yelled back at him, how Howard was mad at me for going to the Springsteen show, how DePace agreed that I shouldn't have gone to the show, and all the crap that went on the show that day. Here's how it went.
Gary, you were, I don't know, today was your day. You and Howard were really at odds from the get-go, and I wonder, first of all, did you think you were being cantankerous at all, or do you think that Howard was all over you?
Well, I think it started this morning when we had the problem with the page, and then once that's, you can't argue with Howard on the air. He's always going to be right. I never get to present my side, so the audience thinks I'm stupid. Then you get a bunch of emails from you're a fucking moron and all that other stuff. But when he said later on in the show, are you on edge? Listen, if you've ever had a fight with your wife and you haven't sort of rectified it, it's 2 hours later, you're still on edge.
So that carried over, the stuff that happened, because Howard can't see orange, that carried over until later in the show.
Yeah, and then, the whole, the whole condescending, the condescending attitude in general is probably what gets under my skin. But, oh, Gary, it's almost like the way he was to me today was if I was a woman, oh, Gary, you must be on your period. You know what I mean? It was like that condescending.
Well, did you think it was that way from the Page stuff or later on with the tickets?
Later on. But even in the Page stuff, it got condescending. Gary, here's what I would do. Here's how you recognize colors. And here's what if you have a dog and this is what you do. And, he starts talking to me like I'm in third grade.
So you had more of an issue with his tone than you did with what he was, the subject matter.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
And were you able to remedy the situation? Is the color...
We were able to identify the problem. Now getting it fixed is the next issue.
And is it insulting when he says to you, well, why don't you talk to Jeff Schick? Why don't you talk to someone else? Like he was insinuating that you weren't exploring the problem. You were saying, yeah, it's a problem. We got to deal with it.
I don't know that Jeff Schick is available to me to do anything I want anytime I want. I could just as easily have called him and Howard said, what are you bothering him with that shit for? And I don't know that the people from Profit are going to talk to Jeff Schick because he doesn't work for Sirius, and that's who they have the contract with. So, yes, I had not thought of that. And
do you think it's questioning your professionalism on the air, even though it happens a lot?
It is. It is. It's sort of saying, you're not that bright, but I keep you around anyway.
And then with the tickets later on, he was saying he knew the situation. He was just telling you what he wanted done. But at that point, you were just pissed off.
Well, no, I didn't know the situation at all. And the last words I heard were Steve said to me, "This guy's already got tickets." So I said, this guy's already got tickets. Howard's like, "Yeah, I got it. Calm down." But I was in working with, I can't listen to every second of the show. I was in working with Scott on something that I wanted to get on the air right away. So by the time I walked back, I could not hear what had transpired.
And do you not want to go to Austin at this point?
No, I'm going to Austin. Of course I'm going to Austin.
I mean, you weren't the only one that Howard was taking issue with today. Scott DePace, during that whole Bill Maher thing, DePace, I don't know if he defended Rush Limbaugh, but I guess he did, and called Howard a hypocrite. And immediately Howard was all over you, Scott.
Here's the thing. Here's the difference. I just want to say, he's questioning Scott DePace's politics and opinion,
not his professionalism.
That's right. And that's where it gets under my skin.
Now, do you think Gary was a little too sensitive today with Howard, or do you think he had every right to go back at him?
Well, let's just say it definitely put Gary in a bad mood. So he was barking. He barked at me at one point. And
Gary Howard?
Gary barked at me at one point.
Yeah, get John Lieberman in here, too. You want to hear about barking?
What
fucking threw him out of my office.
Gary gets in trouble from Howard, and then he starts taking it out on everyone else.
That's not true. I was barking at you because I was having that stupid argument with you during the show.
Howard brought up the Rush Limbaugh thing. As I always do to Gary, my way to get something through to the show, I'll say something to Gary. If he likes it, he'll put it through to Howard. So I said to Gary, Howard's being a hypocrite. Gary and I started having a quick conversation about it. During that, Howard then said, "Gary, what did Bill Maher say?" So I stopped the conversation so that Gary could answer him. Gary then started back with me going, "What? You're not going to talk to me?" Blah, blah. And I said,
"That's not what happened. We were having a conversation."
Yeah.
Howard asked me a question. Robin started to answer it.
No,
then
Robin started to answer it because you didn't answer.
No, I did. She answered before I could even open my mouth. Go back and listen to the tape. She answered it very quickly. But what happened was Scott and I were having a conversation, and somewhere in the middle, it got lost what we were discussing. I was discussing one thing. He was discussing another thing. And then I said, "You know what? It's maybe just don't talk to me on the box during the show."
Hey, Gary. I'm not saying it's right or wrong to fight back, but it did seem a little bit, more to me like out of character for you to the level you got. Do you think is there something else going on? Are you stressed about something?
There's absolutely nothing else going on. I mean, I think it started yesterday. I started taking some shit from him on the air. And then so I was probably a little bit I could be on edge about that. You come in the next day, you go, is it going to be more of the same? And it was more of the same.
When the Springsteen thing came up, that's when you got your back up a little bit. Because you're like, why can't I go to the show?
Right.
It seemed like that seemed to be the issue.
Nor was I the only one from this channel that went.
Who else went?
I'm not going to say. But I'm not the only one that went.
I wouldn't go.
I wouldn't go because I wouldn't get a ticket.
But you weren't invited. What if it were I put it all in perspective. What if it was
Pink Floyd,
or Dave Matthews?
Honestly, I was surprised that you went.
Were you?
Just because I know how, if I had went, it would be a little different.
But hold on.
But you're Howard's right-hand man.
If Howard was so against the concert, then why did he give away tickets?
I don't know. I would guess that he's obliged to it, right?
He was not. He was not obliged.
Did it cross your mind at all?
It came up for a second. Someone else that went with me said, "Are we going to be looked at as turncoats for this?" And I said, "I don't think so, because Howard gave away tickets on the air. I think it's it's Howard's thing."
Scott, you think Gary was personally insulting Howard because he went to the Springsteen show?
I think it was quite clear that Howard wanted nothing to do with that concert on the air.
Except he gave away the tickets
about it. Okay, I didn't see that part, and I would think that he would want anyone on his team to really not participate in that event. I thought that's quite obvious, but you say the ticket thing. I don't know. Maybe Howard just felt like why hold the audience in his gripe and let me give some tickets out. But
I mean, I didn't go to the Springsteen. I went to the Springsteen show not as a show of support for Sirius or as a fuck you to Howard. I went to go see my favorite artist in a way that I was never going to get a chance to see him again.
Did you give any of the Sirius execs mean looks or anything?
No. I hardly saw anybody there. I mean, you saw a couple of executives, but it wasn't like you went in, you saw a couple people.
I'm not saying this at all to say you're a bad person, or I just think maybe you made the wrong call. But I don't. I mean, your allegiance is clearly with Howard.
I think that's pretty obvious.
But I think one question is, Gary, do you think Howard carried those feelings over from yesterday about you going to Springsteen to his criticism of you today?
I don't think that's the reason he got mad about the pages, but when he was breaking my balls, he managed to throw that in a couple of times.
Jay in Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Good.
Good. I was just wanting to say that it's very clear over the radio that Howard is bullshit at Gary about going to the concert.
What do you mean?
I feel like Howard feels backstabbed by him.
And you think that's why all this stuff's coming up lately?
I definitely do. And, Gary, how many times have you seen Springsteen? 700? And you couldn't sit this one out?
I've seen him about 50 or 60 times, but if this was Madison Square Garden, I probably wouldn't have gone. But it was a way to see him that I've never seen him in my life. Probably never will again.
Luis in New Mexico, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hello.
Hey, Luis.
Hey, Gary, I'm a big fan, first-time caller. By chance, maybe you got into it with somebody on the staff? Because when Howard was busting your balls, it kind of seemed like somebody had control of that switchboard. Because after he started hollering at you, it went back to, I guess, was it orange? When it was white?
No. Yeah, I know what you're saying. We identified an issue. Nobody was fucking with me. It is a problem. It's a bug in the system that we found.
Why don't you put a number on it? If that said 24, and you can say, Howard, it's number 24. It's so easy. Why have something that's
24
subjective?
isn't that easy to identify. When you get 50 numbers, it's as hard to find as it is in colors.
If you drop it in a slot and you know it's in slot 24.
But where's slot 24? There's 48 slots on a page. It's not that easy to find.
It's like anything.
No, like an X and a Y.
There's 18,000 ways to do it, but if there were one row that had 10 and then the next 10, I think Howard can put 2 and 2 together. And it just seems like it's not subjective. A number is not subjective like a color is.
But that wasn't the issue today.
That's right.
Yeah, it was. It was about a color. They were going back and forth.
It had nothing to do with how complex the system was or not. JD actually pointed out the glitch, which surprised me and got Gary snapped at me a little bit when I was asking Gary, what is your reaction to the fact that JD identified the glitch, not the Prophet people? And that was the first time Gary snapped at me.
I thought it was a dumbass question.
The reason why...
No, and I'll tell you why, because the Prophet people weren't here. How could... In other words, anybody... Hold on a second, John. Anybody that could have worked on it hadn't even been called yet. So...
what your response was... Anybody who knows the Prophet system would have been able to identify it, but you didn't. JD did.
No, I said that anybody who was working with the system that knows how to look for that stuff hadn't looked at it yet. So I don't know what the big surprise was. Yeah, cool. JD found it. He figured it out.
That's all I was asking.
You were making it sound like, am I shocked that JD found it when a guy that works at the Prophet system couldn't find it? That's why I took it. I thought it was a dumb question.
As a reporter, they had just gotten into it. Then there was a break. So I asked Gary the question. I said, Gary, what do you expect from Howard during this break? And he goes, fuck you. Get out of my face. I've been doing this 30 years. I worked during the break.
I didn't say I've been doing this 30 years. I did. I was pissed at him. I was just plain annoyed that he was following me at that point.
Were you surprised Gary reacted this way to you?
I was surprised at the fuck you. It was a legitimate question, and I thought Gary thought it wasn't. It's a legitimate question.
No, it is a legitimate question. I was just pissed
going
off.
in, what do you expect? And so, but look, Gary's always been very forthcoming with the news team. And secondly, he was getting it from all sides today. You had cameras in your face, microphones, all that.
Here's what I will say to you, John. I still hold fast that the first question was a dumbass question, and the second question was a legitimate question, and I was pissed, and I apologize.
Okay. Well, I disagree because you keep saying we found the glitch. JD found the glitch, right?
Well, we are staff, sure.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant we, including yourself.
No, we here at the show.
Okay.
I didn't find anything.
Okay.
All right. I want to move on.
Nor did I ever insinuate that.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.
Who came in? John looks dissatisfied with that answer, by the way. Why are you shaking your head, John?
No, I think it's a little disingenuous. Gary said a few times, we found the glitch, and I just wanted to pinpoint it because I think a lot of people back there were surprised. JD found the glitch. Scott, the engineer, then relayed that message to Gary. That's all I was saying.
Are you saying like I was taking credit for it?
You insinuated that you helped find the glitch, I think. Maybe I heard wrong, but that's what I thought. Did anybody else hear that, or? I'm not picking a fight.
No, I know. I just think I think you're being picky about when I say we found it. That's what I would say to Howard. And when I went in, I told Howard that JD in fact found it. I guess I was saying we when we were talking, but
in the greater we.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there was anything more to it than that. I think if you ask the staff here, I think you'll find that I'm the last person on the staff to try to take credit for what somebody else did.
We never do that.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, Sal was back to explain how he mispronounced Elle Macpherson's name as Ellie. But the great thing about Sal is that he'll never admit he's wrong. And we found out what Sal meant by why magazines talk, and it's just another fascinating insight into the mind that is Sal Governale. Not too deep, but thoroughly entertaining.
Jim in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
I wanted to talk about the Elle Macpherson thing.
Go right ahead.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to call bullshit on Sal not knowing how to pronounce her name because, I mean, for 25, 30 years, I've never heard anybody call her Ellie. I mean, if there was an I in her name, I'd say, yeah, you could get that confused, but E-L-L-E, I mean, come on, he knew Howard would pick up on that.
Jim,
Yeah, I knew it.
I swear to you, on the life of my children, if you were in here yesterday and you saw Sal, right, doing it, there was no hint of comedy at all. And when I cracked a joke about it again, and he looked at me and asked why I was bringing it up, he looked genuinely surprised.
Sal,
First of all, I don't think Ellie Macpherson from Ellie or however the hell it's spelt is such a huge stretch.
But
I think
we're not.
I think this
if
is
there was a name, B-E-L-L-E, what's that name?
Belle.
E.
Belle, no, B-E-L-L-E.
Yeah.
Like Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Exactly.
Take away the B.
Would
Take
you
away
think
the
it's
B?
L? I guess L. Good point. I mean, but that's like
But would you- okay, but
that's
hold
like McKine. That's like spell machine.
But
McKine.
Sal,
It's the same
if-
thing. Pronunciation.
You
and
know,
way,
you know, Bell's the right way to say it, right?
Yeah.
So if someone started calling Bell Belly, wouldn't you think they're a moron?
Bell to Belly. Yes. L to Ellie. No. Ellie's probably a popular name.
I
It
see the
sounds like a
difference.
feminine name.
Okay, here's the other thing too. I'm going to even toss out the spelling thing.
I just made a mistake on a name.
I'm going to toss out the spelling part of it.
Okay, toss it
She
out.
really is an iconic figure of the last 25, 30 years.
Not on my radar, my friend. She's really not on my radar. I'm telling you, she really isn't.
Was Cheryl Teagues on your radar?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Right, okay.
Ellie wasn't. I mean, Elle wasn't. She really wasn't on my radar.
She's probably one of the, would
I
you
don't-
say
I
the
don't
top
think so.
5 best-known supermodels?
Top 3, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I'm not in that department, and maybe I was busy looking at Penthouse at the time. I know Cheryl Teagues. I know Christy Brinkley. I know Mrs. McPherson.
Howard's other point this morning was, even though she might be outside your wheelhouse, that she's been talked about here for like the last week or two.
And on the show, Howard said
I'm busy.
But the whole day, Howard goes,
I'm busy.
So, Elle, how are you doing? So, Elle, what did you do? So, Elle, when did you get married? Did you not hear that?
Yes, I did. And
Did you think he was doing it wrong?
So, Gar, how you doing? Not Gary. Gar,
right,
how
right.
you doing? I mean, that's how. I mean, and
Makes
again,
sense now.
I think you guys are just like you're putting me on a petri dish under a microscope, and you're really. You're just scrutinizing every little thing. It's not that big of a deal. I know you find it to be a big deal, but Elle Macpherson, Elle, is not that big in my world, and I think in the entertainment spectrum as you guys are making her out to be. And everybody fucks up. Who's the drummer from? All right, he's been here 3 times. Who's the drummer? Gary, just Gary from the Foo Fighters.
Well, I thought it was Dave Grohl, but it's not. It's
it's who?
Taylor, and I don't know what his last name is.
All right. Taylor Hawkins.
Okay.
Today, Howard called him Taylor Hawks. He screwed up. He interviewed the guy 3 times. He's a popular drummer. He's in the spectrum of the entertainment
I
industry.
don't think Taylor Hawkins is anywhere near the recognizability
He
of
isn't.
Elle Macpherson.
But Howard did interview him 3 fucking times. I
Now,
mean,
do you think
come
if you
on.
brought that up to Howard's attention, he'd fight you on it and say, no, Hawks, I meant to do
No,
it on purpose.
when I heard- when-
right. He'd say, you know what, yeah, I was wrong. I said his name wrong.
I'm wrong too, but I don't think that not as wrong as you think I am. I'm just not as wrong.
The best thing today.
I'm wrong. I'm not
And
stupid
the reason
wrong.
why I didn't go to Howard to argue it is because it's Howard. I waited to do it here.
A great moment today was
I'm no idiot.
I was waiting to go in and do my update.
Well, maybe a little bit.
And Sal comes over to me. Sal comes over. He goes, I knew it was Elle. And I go, no, you didn't. And he's
I knew it.
And he goes, Jesus, I can't even pull that off. Like he tried to, and
Yeah.
he didn't know it. It was a mistake. It was funny. But Jason's right. The issue wasn't the mistake. It was more how you fought it with Robin telling her that magazines don't talk. And,
Yeah, she goes, can't you read magazines? Yeah. You can read but if I read phone on a magazine, I would phone. You know what I mean?
What? No.
Phone. Like,
I don't know what you mean.
like she's saying just because it's written, you should be able to announce it.
Yes.
If I see phone on a magazine, yes, you don't say phone, you say phone. A magazine doesn't speak. That was my point.
Did
Robin,
you think it was called Ellie Magazine?
He did.
Oh, she has that magazine. That's right. That's the magazine. I didn't even know that. Now it's all coming. I've heard of the magazine, sure.
What about VOGUE? That one is
okay. If a
it's Vogue.
Right. Well, right. If a magazine could speak, you would say they would say Vogue. It's otherwise you would see it as Vogue. Robin.
Oh, you wouldn't.
I'm saying Robin. Guys, the point I'm trying to make is that Robin's argument doesn't hold water. She's saying that it's written on the magazine. That doesn't matter. I guess now that it's a cover of a magazine and it's a popular magazine, I know what she's saying. But even then, I don't know. I know the magazine, Elle Magazine. Elle, you know.
Yeah. Anthony in Texas, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, Anthony?
Hey, first of all, happy birthday, Gary.
Thank you.
I'm talking about what's the name, Sal. I've heard of Elle Macpherson before, but she's not somebody, on somebody's radar like you would a Christy Brinkley or something like that. I mean, I grew up with I don't know, it just, you don't really think about her, I mean.
Yeah, but Anthony, Anthony, you said her name. It's Elle Macpherson.
Yeah, not Ellie McPherson.
Yeah, but he also heard he knows it now from the show. He was corrected just like
you're saying that he didn't know it before yesterday?
Well, he perhaps, maybe not, but he said she's not big in the spectrum of
By the way,
celebrities
did
out
he
there.
just say he's also a fan of Kristen Brinkley?
He said Christy Brinkley.
Oh, he did? Okay.
I think it's funny because I think Christy Brinkley and Cheryl Teague, I think Elle Macpherson falls right in there.
Did you think Elle Magazine was named after, or Ellie, whatever you want to say it?
When I heard Elle Magazine, I'm thinking perhaps she is a model and Oprah has the O Magazine, maybe Elle's Elle Magazine. I don't read modeling magazines. I don't read female magazines unless they're Naked Spread Eagle.
I picture Sal looking for a magazine.
That's the only female magazine I read.
Were you looking for a magazine with the letter L on it, and that's it? I
wasn't looking for any magazine.
All right, thanks for calling in, Ted.
It was Robin. Robin said when Robin said, "Don't you know the name from the magazines?" I thought she meant it on a broad spectrum, like Elle is interviewed in numerous magazines. She's a supermodel. I didn't know she specifically meant Elle Magazine.
So you thought she was talking about the person in a magazine?
Exactly. Like, don't you read?
That actually makes the magazine's Don't Talk comment much more interesting.
Well, yeah. Thank you, Gary.
Dude, I fucked up.
They're on the line right now. The security does.
Was she booked for
Wow, I
today?
had no idea.
Way earlier than.
I fucked up. She's on the calendar for. Let's just get him up and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta talk to you about something real quick. It's important.
Oh.
Yeah, they still got a great television show, right?
We have another guest. It's here in this form.
Wait a minute, put yourself together now.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
What are you
I had it on my
doing?
calendar. I don't know what the fuck happened. So she said we're going to try to get Eric on the phone. He's got a couple of notes on it. I mean, she doesn't know there's any drama. You know what I mean? Yeah, a bunch of stuff to get through. I know. But now you can do your stuff. I just wanted you to know that before.
Oh, dear.
Mary, is this, are these appearances at this point very easy for you? I mean, most people get nervous to talk to Howard, but...
I'm always a little nervous, sure.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
He knows you and...
He knows me.
And respects you, and you go back, you have a past with him. And,
That you have to hope that means something, but you never know with him.
and now a connection to Eric the Midget, so...
And now that.
I mean, you're VIP up here, so...
Oh, well, thank you. That's nice. That'll help me. That takes a little of the nerves away.
Good. All right, we'll see you in the studio,
Okay,
Mary.
honey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In a couple of seconds, we'll be talking to Mary McCormick.
Ooh.
Who Gary forgot was coming in today.
You're kidding.
No, he never told me.
I knew. She's
Eric knew.
here, and he forgot her?
He did. He came in. He goes, Wolf. I forgot Mary.
Sorry, they're talking about
He forgot to pull the call. He
Gary forgot you were
Mary's
coming in
coming.
today.
Yeah, he's out of it.
What's going on?
What an asshole you are.
That's so sad.
How'd you forget that Mary was coming in? I mean, you're in
You know,
charge.
I got the email. I wrote back her people and I said, yeah, it's on the calendar, and then it just wasn't on the calendar.
Yeah.
I knew she was booked. I just forgot it was for today.
Who's in charge of putting it on the calendar?
Me.
Oh, you just didn't do it.
I guess not.
Maybe you thought of her because she was in my movie as like part of the show and part of the family.
No. Shit happens. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No big deal.
But she wouldn't have brought it up on the air.
I bet you didn't forget going to the Springsteen show.
I did not.
Yeah. I was surprised you went, man. Knowing sort of like what's going on and everything.
Well, in what respect?
Nothing. Never mind. I'm not going to bring it up.
Respect?
I'll bring it. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I went to go see Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we know where.
I mean, is there more you want to say?
No. That's okay. Do what you have to do, bro. Can't live without a Springsteen concert. How was that concert that I paid for?
It was actually very good.
Yeah. Everyone had a good time? What did we pay, Bruce? $1 or $2 million?
I have no idea. How that worked out.
Good. Everybody party on. Party on, bro.
This is all we got here, too. This is just as much as we need to real quick. Just that this is the final season of the show, which is premiering this week. Average 5 million viewers last year. She's working on another show.
She had 3 kids.
Yeah,
And a
Mary's
6-month-old.
Yeah,
we're gonna try and get Eric too up.
We're trying.
Yeah.
You know, we're definitely trying.
He's deadly.
You don't want him on?
I don't know. What do you think?
I
think we kind of did it. We did that rap with him, though. About
But I think it's sort of good. But I said to she said she thought he was nice. I was like, you don't really know. All right, so tell Steve we can
find an angle on her. Mary McCormick is what is she? Oh, she's promoting In Plain Sight, of course.
Of course.
What the hell happened with that show? What?
It comes and goes. You know, they have a season.
I thought it was a big hit show. Why is it ending?
They probably had, what, a 5-year run or something?
Mary, be honest with me. Hi, Mary.
Hey there.
So beautiful, Mary McCormick. Look at her. Lovely. Just had a kid and she's already lovely.
I'm on my way.
Good for you. What are you doing?
Fighting my way back.
When you're an actress and you have a baby,
Yeah.
there's a mad dash to get back in shape.
Yeah,
Right?
sure.
So what are you doing to get in shape? Pilates?
I'm not doing Pilates.
Yeah.
I'm running.
Are you running? How many miles a day?
Oh, I don't do more than 3. I don't have a lot of time. I do work sort of long days when I'm shooting.
And you're eating or no?
I'm eating. I have to eat. I don't
Right.
eat a ton though. When I'm working, I have to like sort of remind myself to eat.
How much weight do you gain when you're pregnant?
I gain a lot. I'm
You did?
pretty serious about it. I
Did
think
you-
maybe because I'm an actress. I think I'm a big girl anyway. I mean, I think I definitely sort of can gain weight
Well, you're tall.
pretty easily. But
Yeah.
you're sweet. But
How much weight do you gain?
Geez.
Like,
I
did
don't
you go
know.
up what did you go up to?
Oh, I was at 2.
200?
Yeah.
Holy,
Yeah.
holy
yeah.
smoke.
No, I don't mess around.
200
Yeah,
pounds.
yeah.
Maron. And
We wouldn't even recognize you.
I mean,
Yeah,
good thing I
it
didn't
was
see
like
you.
neck fat, and no, I would never. I didn't leave the house for the last few months. I think because I have like 3 times in my life where I can be
Did you
a
feel-
big fatty, and people are like, "You look great."
Did you feel like you had cement in your ass? I mean, like our last guest? Our last guest had cement in her ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No.
no, but I mean, you feel, as a woman, and I know you're used to getting a lot of attention from men. You're attractive,
No, I'm not.
obviously.
No.
Yes, you are. And so, all of a sudden, do you feel ugly or do you feel beautiful? They say
No, I don't feel beautiful. I don't
Yeah.
feel beautiful or powerful. I feel disgusting.
And sex with your husband goes on during pregnancy, or you just back off?
It does, but I think it's like I feel sorry for him.
It's mercy sex.
Yeah, a little.
He's-
I
he
feel
feels
sorry
bad
for
for
him.
you.
I don't know. I don't know what he feels, but he's
And was-
kind.
and was he-
I married a kind man.
And was he like, no, you're so beautiful, you
yeah,
glow.
he
you're
says
fine.
the perfect
He
thing.
said
He
the
said,
right
I
thing.
married the right guy.
And were you like, look, it's perfectly fine with me if we don't fuck during my pregnancy?
No, because I think probably he wants to have sex too. You know, I think
Right.
like I don't want to be a lame wife in that area. I mean,
Right.
I'm
but
already
why not
gross.
just jerk him off and then like you won't have to deal with the whole sex? But although maybe you wanted to have sex during the pregnancy, but But at some point,
At a certain point, you don't really want to have sex because you're in so much.
the 6 month by then, no
Yeah,
more.
well, you just get so uncomfortable. I mean,
Right.
you feel kind of gross and protective of
Right.
the baby, and
Yeah.
even though there's nothing wrong with that, I don't know, you just start to feel like,
And
oh,
if you
your
get up-
boobs hurt. I mean, everything hurts.
And if you get up to 200 pounds,
Yeah.
you're like, hey,
Yeah.
suddenly I'm like a mercy.
It was unbelievable.
Wow,
yeah.
I
So
can't imagine.
yeah, but I did that. I became huge with each of the babies.
Are
I've
you a
had 3 kids.
breastfeeder? Do you feed?
I did breastfeed with each of them.
And doesn't that supposedly like
Yeah.
shrink your vagina or your uterus or something?
It says it shrinks your uterus back a little, and I think initially it does, but
Right.
I really lose all my weight after I stop breastfeeding because you need fewer calories. Like when you're breastfeeding, you're famished all the time, or at
And
least
how-
I am.
and
You
how-
have to eat so much to make milk.
How long are you going to breastfeed? Are you breastfeeding currently?
I'm not.
You're
no,
not. You're
she's
done.
6 months. She just turned 6 months.
So you stop after what? 3 months?
With this one, I stopped after 3 because I was back in running
Production.
around with a gun and jeans, and I mean, I sort of felt like I owed. I have a crew of 200 people who,
can't
want me to
believe-
show up and be able to shoot.
I can't believe you had milk coming out of your titties.
Lots.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I
'cause
knew
I have
her
big,
before
big
she ever
boobs.
had milk in her titties.
It's true.
It's true. I knew
have
you.
big boobs, so I did
Wow.
not. I mean, I don't know if that matters, but I never had a problem making a lot of milk.
But don't they recommend 1 year of breastfeeding if your kid's brain is going to form or something? That it makes
Oh,
it.
her kids are not going to have brains?
No, it makes the kids smarter.
Tough break. Mommy's on TV.
When you were working with Eric the midget,
Yes.
did you breastfeed him? Did you attempt? Because sometimes you forget and he looks like a baby. You know what I mean?
I did. I had Lillian on one and Eric on the other.
Be honest. How was it? Eric. I'll put you on. Eric's on.
You're a fellow actor.
You're forever sort of attached to him now.
I love Eric.
You liked Eric.
Yeah, he was lovely.
By the way, there is a behind-the-scenes Howard TV special of In Plain Sight, and
With Eric?
with Eric the actor, and Mary is a part of it. I see her there on the set,
Wonderful.
and she's schmoozing Eric, and Eric stares at her and doesn't say
He
a
doesn't
fucking
say
word.
anything to her
He
either.
talked.
He didn't say that.
No, we had a few conversations.
There is a piece of tape that's part of this special that will be on Howard TV, where he somehow gets what's that actress?
Tia Carrera.
Tia Carrera into. Did you know this?
No.
He gets Tia Carrera into his trailer, and she shows up, and she's like, okay, they tell her there's a guy in a wheelchair wants to meet her, so she can't say no. She gets into Eric's trailer, and she goes, oh, hi, Eric, and he's like, and then she goes, Eric. So, how do you enjoy working on In Plain Sight? She's trying to be nice to him and start a conversation. He's like, good. And now Tia Carrera is staring at him, waiting. She knows she can't just walk away. So then she goes, well, Eric, did you like being an actor? Yes.
Does she know that he's on the show?
I don't know, but I felt so. Eric, she was so trapped with you. Good Lord. You have no rap with women.
Yeah, right. Okay, whatever.
Hey, dude, wait till you see this show. You're in there with Tia Carrera. You finally get her in there, and nothing happens.
I love it.
That's Eric's theme music. Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
So how are you?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm
How are
sorry. You
you?
want to talk to Mary. Go ahead. I'll be quiet. Sorry, Eric. Hey, this is Eric with a girl.
All right.
All right, here we go.
So how are you doing this morning?
I'm all right. Eric, how are you?
I'm good.
That's a wrap.
How are things going on the set now?
Things are okay. We're getting through it. We're in our second to last episode.
Well, that's good. So is there going to be any rap parties or anything like that?
Oh,
There is a wrap party. You're welcome to come.
Yeah, but you'll have to fly him in and get him an oxygen
get there
tank.
yourself.
Yeah, right. Eric, why don't you just go to the rap party?
Will there be Pepsi?
Eric was at the America's Got Talent taping in San Francisco.
Yes, he was.
And I did go over and say hi, and I said, hey, Eric, what's happening? He goes, but it was hard to talk. There was a lot of noise.
A lot of noise
Yeah.
in the room, huh?
Eric, are you done with Mary? Mary, by the way, was very kind of you to put Eric in the show.
Happy to.
Yeah. How did he do, really?
He did great.
Yeah. Have you seen his work?
I haven't seen it all cut together.
Right.
But I was there.
Were you
in the scene
told that
with
he
him.
did a good job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did great.
Yeah. Mary says you did great. She's a tough critic.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing it.
All right, Eric. If your husband died, and I don't wish that, but let's say you did.
Yeah.
He's human. It could happen.
Sure.
Would you ever date Eric? Or were you attracted to him at all?
I'll never say never.
Right.
You know, I'd have to get to know him a little better.
Uh-oh, now your husband's in danger.
Yeah. Poor Michael.
Eric will be plotting his death.
Eric, is Mary your type? I mean, would you bang Mary?
Sure, she's my type.
Good. Thank God. I'm like,
Yeah. Imagine he said, no, she's
not
not
feeling
that,
great, yeah.
She's not that hot.
I'm a
it's a slow
blues
climb back.
man.
Well, Eric, I'm proud of you. You know, you were a gentleman over there.
Yeah, he was great.
He would have banged you even when you were 200 pounds.
That's nice of him.
Right.
He would have said all the right things.
You're not kidding. He would have said it all the right things.
Absolutely.
You're beautiful at 200. I like a linebacker.
Okay, Eric. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Good talking to you.
Bye, Eric.
Bye. When does your episode air, by the way, Eric?
Oh, yeah. When does it?
On the 23rd of March.
23rd of
And
March.
Yesterday was my birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
How old are you? Like 13?
No, 37 now.
37.
Wow.
All right. All right. Happy birthday. What'd you do for your birthday?
Well, actually, just went out to breakfast, and that was it for my birthday. The day before, I hung out with my family.
Get any good presents?
Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about this for a second, if I can be serious. What age did they say you were going to drop dead, Eric?
I was not expected to make it out of my teens.
Yeah. Now he's
See,
37.
He's 37 years old.
So what do you want? What do you want to say to your doctor? Fuck you. You the man. You did it. You beat the odds. That's what I tell my dog every day. She was only supposed to live to 8. She's 10. I go, tell the doctor, fuck you.
Every day's
That's
a gift.
right.
But
Every
did
day's
Eric-
a gift, isn't it, Eric?
Did Eric get any good birthday presents?
No.
No?
No, of course not.
Yeah, I got Amazon gift cards.
Oh, okay.
From
He
who?
loves those.
Who gave you an Amazon gift card?
Well, my grandma, my brother, and my parents.
Mary's going to cry. Well,
He loves Amazon gift cards.
yeah.
Who doesn't?
I sent roller skates. He said it was inappropriate.
Oh.
All right. All right. Thank you, Eric.
You haven't gotten any other dumb tweets from any of the fake accounts, have you, Mary?
No.
No, I don't think so. Thank you for telling me about that.
What? He got a fake tweet from an Eric imitator?
Yeah.
And what was it mean?
No,
No.
I don't think it was. I don't remember. I remember I got one from him, or I think
You don't know.
I don't remember. I don't actually always. I'll go
You
away
tweet
for
a
weeks.
lot, actually.
One, like I'll do like 10 in a row, and
Yeah.
then I won't look at it for a month because I get busy.
But
So
Mary's like
I'm really inconsistent.
Mary's very nice on Twitter and answers.
Well, 'cause-
she's very sweet to people. And,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that kind of sense of humor. Some actors tweet a lot and they're doing material, and I just think that, or they're like, "Oh, it's sunny where I am today," and I think, who cares?
Yeah,
like,
but
who cares?
Mary's like, yeah, she answers pregnancy questions and.
Or
you
I'll
know.
say happy birthday to their
Yeah.
sister. I mean, I don't mind. That seems nice.
All right, Eric, I got to go interview Mary now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, the fake Twitter account said to stop posting pictures of her and I together.
Oh, okay. All right, Eric. Thanks. He thinks
That's right.
He
That's
thinks
right.
I always know what he's. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, I think he thinks I know what he's talking about all the time.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
He said that the fake Eric on Twitter wrote and said, "Don't post pictures of me," because I posted a picture of Eric.
Oh.
and-
okay.
I see.
Do you follow Eric?
No.
No.
But I don't follow a lot of people. I just don't want. I rarely look at it. I'm terrible.
Right.
I'll
Hey,
do if I have a little time, I'll do a bunch, and then I don't, and then I get busy and I forget about it.
I felt really bad when I went out to L.A. I don't get to see Mary a lot,
Mm-hmm.
So I felt really bad that when I was at Jimmy's party, I barely spent any time with you.
I got some time with you, and I got
Yeah.
some time with Beth. I mean, it was all right. It was fun. We had fun. I knew a lot of people there.
Yeah, it's a good party.
Yeah, it is.
And are you
We have a good
aware
time.
that there are people who are afraid to meet me?
Yes.
You knew this?
Well, of course. Are you an idiot?
Yeah, I guess so. What would be intimidating?
What are you talking about?
Who's afraid to meet him?
Yo, I was listening to John Hines' show, and there was an actor there, this guy. They
What's
say
his name?
he's on Parks and Recreation. I don't know his name. What is this guy's name? Do you know this guy?
I've seen him before. I don't know his
That's
name.
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott.
Yeah, Adam Scott.
Right.
Great actor.
So
and he's afraid to meet you?
Yeah, he was
But he
telling.
was at the party last year.
Yeah, so the guy says, gee, Jimmy was supposed to introduce me, and I had a whole speech planned for Howard. And I'm like, what am I, the fucking Messiah? I mean, honest to God. I mean, what is that? And so the guy
But
came...
people are fans of the show,
but
and
the
I
guy
think it's hard
came
to
up-
meet someone when you're a big fan.
But why wouldn't you walk up and just say, hey, I'm a fan of the show. My
You're
name is...
at the
my
party
Name, no, you
even,
say,
right.
you say, my name is Adam Scott. I'm an actor on Parks and Recreation. And, I like to say hello to you and meet you. And I'd say, hey, Adam, what's happened? I mean... What is this all of a
Yeah.
sudden? People are afraid to meet me.
All of a sudden?
All of a sudden? What is it about me?
Yeah, he doesn't hear the
Well, what is
reputation
it?
he
You
has.
tell-
Well, you
Robin,
tell me,
him.
Mary. What is
no,
it?
Robin, you tell him.
No, Mary, what is
Well,
it?
I don't know, because I didn't know you as. I mean, you've always been sweet to me, so
Right.
I'm not. I don't have those feelings, but I think people, I mean, it can be a tough room, it can be a tough interview. I think people think that your sense of humor on the radio show might be.
Carried on in person?
Maybe, yeah.
Do you think it has to do with the fact that I'm a judge now? People feel I'm sitting in judgment.
Maybe that you're
of them?
judging. You're so into your position.
Hey,
What a douche.
I'm a judge.
What, you're a judge?
No, I
I'm
don't
a
think
judge.
it's that. No, but actors, you have a lot of I mean, that's a fancy party now. You're hobnobbing.
It's a big deal.
I remember when we first started to become friends, you wouldn't go to those parties because you'd
No.
say it was too difficult for you to then do your radio show. But now all your friends are famous people. You have
Yeah.
a lot of super famous actor friends.
Yeah, I dropped all my regular friends.
Seems like it.
Yeah, I really have.
No, it's all.
And
But
you know
he's
what?
not taken with himself.
I'm so much
all like-
happier.
Yeah.
Famous friends are better
Yeah.
than regular
You've got
friends.
a lot of them.
But you know what? A lot of the people at Jimmy's party
Are
I
not
don't-
your friends?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know them.
Right. But you have a lot of more famous friends now than when we first got
But
to
who is my? I mean, Jimmy's a famous friend.
Kristen Bell. You've got all kinds of famous friends.
K-Bell, you mean? Yeah, we call her K-Bell.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new time in your life where famous people are sort of now allowed in. They weren't allowed in before.
K-Bell is, yeah, that's true. And you know what I
You were
realized?
vigilant about it.
Can I tell you something that happened to me? And this happened in therapy. I said, for so long, I've actually kept myself isolated.
Mhm.
Like I would not be friends with anybody famous. I felt
I know,
that
I remember.
It was like, that's not me. That's not who I am. And then one day I'm sitting there, I go, you know what? I'm in show business. I didn't believe I was. And then I said, I am in show business. And whenever I get to meet somebody who's famous and they start to talk about what it's like for them, I feel that we have something in common that we can talk about.
Mhm.
And it's very interesting to me to hear Jimmy talk about his job
Mhm.
or to hear, when we became friends,
Mhm.
to hear you talk about acting and being on a set. And I found that I said, why shouldn't I have some famous friends? So it's not that I socialize a lot anyway.
Mhm.
But I became friends with you, and my life was better for it. So,
Aw.
yeah, so why shouldn't I have some
Well,
famous
I'm not
friends?
really famous, but
Well, you are. I mean, you're on a show. But why is the show ending? Did the ratings go down?
no, our ratings are really good. I think. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to ask the USA folks that, but I think shows get more expensive as they go on in years, and
Oh.
a lot more.
Are you sad? Don't give me the PR answer.
No, I'll give you the real
Are you
answer.
sad?
I'm not sad because
Right.
I feel so tired. I'm so tired from the work. But
And also having 3 kids.
yeah, I think I should be around more than I'm around right now. I
And
know
you-
I should.
Will you bring the kids to the set?
They come to the set, but they're kids, so they have school and they have lessons and they have so.
So do they go to school in New Mexico?
Both.
Oh,
they go both places. They get
And that's
pulled out.
weird.
It's not good. Yeah.
I mean,
ultimately.
Are they sad when they leave New Mexico friends and then have to go to
They're
LA
not.
friends?
I think they're so used to it, which is like, I think they're so used to it, like just going back and forth. That,
Do you regret having a 3rd kid?
No.
You're
no,
happy
she's
about
so
it?
sweet.
Wasn't
yeah.
it an accident?
No.
This was planned.
Yeah.
And when you go on talk shows,
more than planned. I mean, she was mixed in a dish.
when you go on talk show, she was.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you couldn't get knocked up the regular way?
No, I tried. With the first two, I had no trouble, and this one I had to sort of involve a bunch of science.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
they're your eggs.
Yes, it's all us, which is nice and.
So that you went somewhere,
hmm
and what happens?
Well,
Michael has to go into a dish.
He goes into a little room and does his thing, and then
Oh.
they
harvested your eggs?
Yeah, you sort of take a bunch of drugs, and then they take the eggs out of your body, and then they put it in a dish. And
How
they
many
sort of-
times did you go through that?
4.
It's very dangerous. I feel
Mm.
all
But
these
it's
drugs.
painful, isn't it?
It's a little painful. It's not that painful, but the shots
yeah.
suck. I mean,
Yeah.
that sucks, and your hormones go crazy. And you're right; it's probably not good for your body.
No, I'm
Right.
against it.
I
but
know you are.
I really am.
I know, but I needed that little bit. I just wanted her so much.
I feel a lot of women are going to get issues from these
I know.
drugs
Don't
they
say
give
that.
them.
Don't
Not
say
you,
that.
not you.
Not me.
Knock on
Don't
wood.
say it. I am. I'm knocking on wood right
Go
now.
ahead. There is no wood.
That's what. Oh,
I'm sure it's fake.
shit.
So,
I'm fucked.
wait a second. So you went through that 4 times. They put these drugs in you, and then you got your baby.
Dr. Ringler, Santa Monica.
Did you want a boy?
No, I didn't care about gender at all. I mean, I really didn't.
You're not disappointed that
No,
you
I
have
kind
a
of
third
think
girl?
I mean, I will be when they're teenagers. I know I'm doomed.
Right.
But,
and when you go on
it's cute
talk
now.
shows and you talk about you don't like your second daughter.
I do like her, but I
You said you
I
don't
just
like
give her
her.
shit.
Yeah,
I know.
but-
she's a piece of work.
But don't you think she's going to grow up and see that
She
at some
might,
point?
but if she doesn't get the joke, then that's no daughter. I mean, that's just she has to get
You'll
the joke.
disown her.
It's hard to come up with material.
See, people don't understand that. I've explained that
It's
to my
hard to
kids.
come up with bits.
My kids see a lot of my old
Yeah,
stuff
well,
and they
they
go,
have to
Dad,
just
how
roll
could
with
you
it.
have said this? How could you have said? I said, you don't understand.
It's difficult.
It's pressure to come
Well,
up
I don't
with
know
material.
how you do it. You do it every day. I do it once a year.
Yeah, right. It's pressure to come up with stuff.
It's hard.
So you would go on these talk shows and you said, you know, it would be funny if I said, gee, one of my kids is not that nice.
Well, because parents suck when they talk about their kids. I'm so bored of parents and like their kids are miracles and everything they do is
Right.
interesting.
And they're all
And they're not. They're
geniuses.
just like everyone else's kids. And
Right.
yeah, so I think it's I think it's sort of refreshing if you hate your kids.
I respect that. You know, whenever I get together with you socially, I notice you never even talk about your kids.
Because no one wants to know.
On purpose, though.
Yeah, because it's aggressive when you start showing pictures of your kids.
But don't you find that you want to talk a little bit about
No.
your kids and then being with me is a drag because
no,
I don't
talk about my kids to anyone unless they ask a specific question. Because I think like people who whip out their iPhone and then start scrolling, I want to blow my brains out.
Yeah, you see, my parents told me that though. See, and it's not good. My parents used to say, my mother would say, we hate these people. They carry pictures of their children in their wallets and they show them to us.
Do you have pictures?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
But
my
at least
my
she
father
has
goes.
Of course, it has nothing.
Yeah, but
listen, my
Mary,
husband and
the
I could
pictures
talk
are-
about my kids all day long.
Right, the pictures
but that's
are for
an
you.
appropriate audience.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what I
but
said.
his parents wouldn't even carry pictures.
No, my father goes,
Oh.
I won't carry a picture of you. Why would I do that?
That's different. No,
and
we
I
have a
was
lot
just
of
like,
pictures.
do you hate me?
No.
And you know, when I had my kids, I made a point to carry a picture
Yeah,
of
that's
them.
different. Of course,
For
that feels like
myself.
love. Of course, and also for them, so that then they see you have a picture
Yes,
of them.
yes.
No, that's love. But I don't know that you have to share it with everyone else.
Right.
Unless, I mean, Beth is very, very sweet, like perfect manners, and always says, "I need to see an updated photo of Lil." Like she couldn't
That's
be sweeter.
why I love her.
She
because
could not be sweeter. And I don't care if she means it or not. It's like lovely. It's
I've
lovely.
blocked out that you have kids. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
I don't
You
want to
don't
know
know
that
that. I
anyone
know,
has
I know.
kids.
I
don't
know, I
give
get
a fuck
it.
to talk about kids. I like Mary when she doesn't have kids.
I know.
And then, but Beth is like an angel.
She's
She'll
so
go,
sweet.
You know, Mary, what
Perfect
do you think? What's this one? Lil? You know, I go, who's Lil?
No, she's so sweet. I know. She has perfect manners.
Yeah, right.
No,
She's
you
like-
couldn't have done better. You definitely married
She
well.
knows how to.
She's lovely.
Right.
She's perfect.
No, she's perfect. She asks all the questions.
But I would never offer a picture of Lil unless someone wrote to me specifically, and maybe even 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
and
a lot
said,
of times-
Hey, you never sent that photo. Like, I just think parents bore me with the photos.
Yeah, Beth will complain later when we get home, and then I'll say, "Well, why did you ask for the picture?" She goes, "Well, I was
I'm
being
sure,
nice."
I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure, but I do make her ask 2 or 3 times. I don't willy-nilly send
No,
her.
you're smart. You're smart. So the show is ending, and now you're happy because you'll get
Well,
out
I
into
love
Mexico.
the show. I actually have loved it. I mean, I love the part. The show creator wrote a great part for me. I
And
mean,
it
was a
has to
great
be
part.
good money.
It was great money, and it was fun. I work with great people.
I mean, there isn't
just-
a time when we're sitting around talking about you. I go,
Yeah.
I wonder what Mary got paid to be on In Plain Sight. It had to be
That's
some pretty
your
good
question?
money.
He's
Yeah, what
always
do I-
obsessed with him.
No, I want to know how she's doing. I want to know if she's set up for life.
Doing fine.
Yeah, are you set
I'm
up?
Well, for life, no. But I have
No.
3 kids, so I mean that and
And your husband's doing well.
he's doing well.
Is he making some money though?
He is. He's
Or is he
doing
walking
great.
around being an artist?
No, he's doing the finale of Smash right now. He's
Right.
directing that.
He's
doing
directing
great.
that.
He's working, which
All
is
right.
fabulous.
Are you scared now you'll never find work again because all actresses are insecure?
I just signed up to do a half-hour sitcom. Actually,
Oh,
that I've never
wow.
done. I know.
No kidding. Now, who will that be for?
ABC.
ABC. So they came to you and they said,
Do you want to do this? And I
Right.
read it, and I love the writer.
did you suck up to Bob Iger at Jimmy's party? Bob Iger
did
is
not
the-
meet Bob Iger.
He's the head of Disney.
I know,
He's
I
the head of
didn't meet
ABC. And you, why didn't you say to me, Howard introduced me to Bobby Iger.
I didn't even know Bobby Iger was there.
Yeah, we call him Bob.
I know you.
Right,
I got it.
right.
He's so fancy now.
Yeah. Oh, I have a lot of fancy friends.
I know.
See me talking to George Clooney? Invited me to that place of his in Italy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said I'm too busy. I told him, why the fuck would I go there? What's doing there? That's the way I am. That's the way I roll now, yeah. So when you were at the party, who did you talk to the whole time?
I talked to Stamos, which is always fun.
Yeah, did he tell you how, I got to find the right girl, I got to find the right girl.
Didn't he have a girl with him?
Oh, yeah.
And he's still trying to find the right girl.
He could be in a room with a girl going, I got to find the right girl. I go, well, what's wrong with the one you have? She's gorgeous. What could, how bad?
What's his deal?
It's like he can't find the right woman. I mean, fuck off. You know what? Better he doesn't get with a woman. Because he's never going to stay faithful. He's too good looking. And he loves it. And he loves banging multiple models and chicks.
Yeah.
For him to be in a relationship is impossible.
Right.
Right? You agree?
I don't know.
What did you talk to Stamos about the whole time?
We were talking about, he was talking about TV and what he was doing next and the show.
Lucky.
And,
sounds like you're a lucky girl.
The typical Hollywood conversation.
Yeah, right. What did you say? Oh, yes, I'm doing a sitcom. And then he said, oh, I'm doing this and that. Oh, that sounds like a good conversation.
It was okay.
Sounds like you had a fun time. Who else did you talk to there?
I talked to Courtney.
Courtney Cox. Oh, there's a lot to be said there.
Yeah, I
and
like her a
David
lot.
and Courtney are friends. They walk around
Hats
together.
off. They should. I think that's nice.
I'm proud of David.
Yeah.
He took the high road.
Yeah, I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
Which road else could he take?
Well, why not? Right. You're right. He took the high road. Well, listen.
It's the right road.
A lot of couples get divorced. They can't even talk to each other. You know?
I talked to Krista Miller.
Krista, lovely girl.
Lovely.
I did a whole photo shoot of her.
I heard.
An erotic.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, she said. No,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. She said that you did.
Who's a better conversationalist, Eric the actor or John Stamos? I love Stamos. You know that.
So nice.
So that was Krista?
I talked to Carol Leifer.
Carol
I like
Leifer.
her a lot.
Right. How long did you talk to her for?
A good amount of time.
Right. And she's there with her lesbian life mate, right? Yeah, that's always
and I talked
fun.
to George Clooney.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, well, I worked with George.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, on this short-lived HBO show called K Street.
Yeah. Who was an ass at the party to you? Who did you go home and talk behind their back and say, ugh?
I don't think I did.
Did you say anybody look really bad?
No, everyone looks amazing. It's
Side main.
incredible. That's,
Yeah, but I felt
that's a
bad.
pretty good-looking group.
See, I went home. Yeah, no kidding.
I think I went home and was like, oh, I got to pull my crap together.
Jimmy takes pictures at the party and then sends them to me. And he goes, if there's any you don't like, I'll get rid of them. So I look at myself standing next to George Clooney, and like David Arquette's a good-looking guy, and this one, Mary's husband's a good-looking guy, and it's like you know
So
what?
all these pictures are bad.
Yeah, I look shitty in every picture. Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
really
want to
do.
see any of those.
Oh my God! And I just go, look, leave me out of those fucking pictures, would you? He goes, surely you must like one of them, but I don't. I don't like the way I look.
No, I don't like the way I look.
Yeah, well, you know, you look good, believe me. Well, anyway, look, the show is
In plain
sight. It premieres this Friday night
Yep.
at 10 o'clock on USA. This is the last season because it's too expensive to make.
Right. And I have a baby in this season because they had to write my pregnancy in last season. So this season I have a baby.
So you got a gun, a baby.
Yeah. And when we shoot the baby days, we have like 8 babies on set.
That's realistic.
They
as
just
you,
keep taking them out.
a pregnant woman who shoots people.
That's right.
That's right. You know, that would have been a great part for Eric, being the baby.
Oh.
Why didn't you make him the baby?
He could be one of the 8 babies.
That would be great.
All of a sudden, like, you know.
Same T-shirt. They're all dressed the same.
Why don't you guys hire me as a writer? I could come up with some stuff. Let's go
welcome.
to Jim. Jim, good morning. You're on the air.
Hi, Mary. How you doing this morning?
Okay. Thanks.
I wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever had a orgasm doing a love scene?
No.
What about the ones you did with me?
I had it then. I had forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Mary
forgotten.
even says her best acting job was private parts.
It definitely was my most fun I've ever had.
Yeah. I don't know why it was so much fun. I mean, I would imagine all these sets are fun. You know, wherever I go, it's fun. You know why? Because on this America's Got Talent, the whole crew walks around and goes, now it's fun working here.
Yeah.
So I think it's me.
It probably is you. I do think you set a tone.
You're the missing link.
But I
you
don't
were nice
understand.
to the crew. You made jokes. I mean, I think it was a nice work environment.
But what I do is I go out and I do America's Got Talent, and then I walk into my dressing room and I lock myself in there until the next taping. I don't know why I'd be
I know.
fun.
You probably make jokes between setups, and you make
I
fun
don't.
of yourself. And
I don't. I don't know why I'm fun.
You're the same mess you are here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so not fun. People seem to have fun when I'm around. You know, I don't know why. They feel like they're having fun.
I don't know.
We had fun, but Betty Thomas was fun. I mean, the whole set was fun.
Okay.
It was fun for me.
Yeah.
But I was also really young, and it was a huge job, and you were nice to me.
I took you under my wing.
You did. It was fun.
And it's warm under that wing.
It is warm, a little sweaty.
That's right. Colin, you're on the air.
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Howard, you're being a little bit soft on Mary with this whole in vitro thing.
What?
What am I going to do? Listen, I told women, don't do in vitro. What? I told Mary not to.
What is he saying, though?
Well, what I'm saying is, and I had in vitro as well, so I actually had kids in my 40s too, so I understand.
You couldn't get pregnant?
I couldn't get pregnant, exactly.
Yeah.
But Howard, you always talk about how science is important and how people are trying to build a future.
Listen, Colin. Mary already had 2 kids. Why she needed to put herself in danger to have yet another baby? To put chemicals into her body.
No, he's agreeing with you, I think.
Yes.
Why are you getting all worked up?
Because
He's agreeing.
I'm telling him. I get worked up.
I know, but he agrees.
Yes, I know.
Oh, okay.
No, I agree with you, Mary.
Oh, shit. He agrees with me. I love him.
Colin, let me tell you
That's
something.
why I wanted to get to the bottom of that.
I didn't know what his point was, but thank you.
Science is out of control with this issue of babies. Everyone's got baby fever. Now, if Mary never had a baby, all right. Well, she had 2 already.
I know. I'm greedy.
If it happened.
I do love him.
Yeah, but if it happened, it happened with these babies.
Howard, do you believe in chemotherapy?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay.
You're talking about somebody who's dying. They're taking a chance at living.
And we are talking about creating life. Same thing.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
This is a very intelligent.
It is incredible.
It's a debate.
It's like 60 minutes.
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
Yes. No. Yes.
Say no again.
Hold your breath.
We need it 2 more times.
Mary, you need to give him the business a little
I know.
bit.
No, you can't change his
It's
mind.
wrong.
I mean,
it's wrong.
fine.
It's not that. Listen, Mary has a beautiful new baby.
She's gorgeous.
Good for her.
Yeah. Listen, to each his own.
Right.
Live and let live. I mean, I
But if
probably
Mary
would have been
gets
crazy
cancer,
without that baby.
If Mary gets cancer and dies, I'm not going to the funeral because I told her.
You wouldn't come anyway.
I would.
No, you
but not now.
You know what? You were going to make the
stupid
monkey's excuse. The family wouldn't want it.
Right.
If you were to come to Mary's funeral.
I see. Right.
Yeah, the family doesn't want me there.
It would just
You don't
be
want-
too much if I came.
I'd be there going, I told Mary not to do that. No, if you had amniocentesis, did you?
I had amnio.
Right. And if the fetus,
I had amnio with all 3 because I started having babies at 36.
if the fetus had Eric the actor's afflictions, would you have had the baby or aborted it?
I don't know what his afflictions are.
You've seen him. You
I don't know.
what his afflictions are. His feet go 2 different ways.
I would
His
have
head
had him.
is-
He's gorgeous.
You would have had
Yeah,
the
of
baby.
course.
Then why get an amniocentesis?
I'm 12 fucking footed, you asswipe.
All right. All right, Colin, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Colin. Thanks for
Yeah.
the support.
That's right.
Mary.
Let's go to Phil, who wants to say hello to Mary McCormick.
Howard.
Hey, now.
Hey, I just wanted to say, I think the reason everyone has a good time on the set is because whenever you do something or you're a part of something, it's like all the pressure's on you, and you do all the worrying. So everyone else...
That's right.
They can relax, huh?
That's what it is.
It's a good time.
Believe me, yeah. Everyone go have a good time while I'm sitting in my room staring at the wall trying to keep my voice.
So angry.
Right. Oh, I'm so angry.
You're furious.
And everybody's
I know.
having
I'm
a
furious.
good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Well, Mary's actually more angry than I am. I know the real Mary.
Yeah.
Except she knows how to put on a persona for her brand. You know what I mean? She acts nice on these shows, but believe me, she's worse than I am. if she actually...
If you could get the real Mary.
Oh, you would love the real Mary. That's why she's biting her nails right now.
Sure, I'm like,
She's eating her fingers. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, the woman, you have a negative attitude, too.
sometimes.
When we work together,
I can get angry.
When we work together, we would sit there and fucking fry people.
Oh my!
I mean, it was unbelievable.
Oh, no.
And then
That's
she
not
would,
true.
put on one scene. She had to be pregnant.
Yeah.
She'd go out and smoke a cigarette while she was pregnant.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, to get people's reactions on the street.
Oh my god! I had a
It was
friend
funny
who-
though because I was like 9 months pregnant. Like
Right.
the
Yeah.
pregnancy pad was huge, and we were shooting on the Upper West Side.
Yeah, and
which like the mommies, like even if the mommy, remember the looks the mommies would give me if I
Right.
ripped a smoke.
I had a friend who did that for real. She was a smoker, and she did not stop smoking during her first pregnancy.
Well, she showed them.
And
Yep.
people would come up to her and say something, and she would put the cigarette down by her belly and say, "Have a couple of..."
Well, you know what?
Ash. She should ash on it.
So imagine we're shooting this movie. Mary's in a pregnancy, like a fat suit. Like a fat suit. She goes down on the street. She goes, watch this. She lights a cigarette. I go, Mary, you don't smoke. She goes, yeah, but for this, I'm doing it. She lights a cigarette, and she's puffing away. And these women would walk by and say shit to her.
Oh, yeah. Everybody thinks they have a right.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, yeah, no, the fetus is everybody's.
It was great. It was funnier than the movie.
No.
Matt, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
There.
Hi.
Were you able to achieve an orgasm while you were pregnant?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, fantastic.
Why not?
Cool.
Wow.
Awesome.
Well, the women have more juices when they're pregnant, from what I read.
It's like climbing on at the Wet and Wild. It's a fantastic.
That's right.
Oh, my.
Well, Mary, anything else you want to say about the show? All right.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you got it all
Tune
out
in
there.
and watch. It's fun.
You'll be. It's a shoot 'em up. It's great.
We have 8 more. Our final season is 8 episodes.
Mary is an officer of the law. What do they call that?
I'm a U.S. Marshal.
U.S. Marshal.
And the show's about witness protection.
Right, and she takes these people and gives them a new life.
Yeah.
And
then tries to keep them on the straight and narrow and keep them from getting killed.
And they're usually sort of,
Go ahead, Rick.
Hey, thanks, King. Mary, were you spanked growing up, and do you like to have your ass spanked now?
I was not spanked growing up.
But yes to now, right?
Well, sure.
Do you allow your husband to spank you?
No. I think I would laugh if someone tried to spank
Mary's not that type of girl where you could spank her and then not comment on it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can't get into it.
I don't know. Spanking? No, I don't think so.
If I was in bed with you, I wouldn't spank you.
No.
Like, I wouldn't spank Robin. There's certain women you don't spank.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think so. And no.
Mary, what's your kingpin?
My kink pin?
No, what's your thing? What's your thing in bed? He wants to know what your kinky thing is.
Oh.
Is there anything kinky about you?
I think I'm pretty old-fashioned.
Well, you're a
Sorry.
Catholic girl. I mean, there's certain rules to that.
Yeah.
Her kink is in vitro.
Yeah, that's where I get it really hot.
That's it. That's as kinky as she gets.
Ooh, the cells are dividing.
What she likes to do is extract your sperm, mix them outside of her body with her eggs, and then put them back into her.
That's right.
How fucking wild is that? All right. Listen, Mary, we could talk all day about Jimmy's party.
But there's a lot to say.
Clooney talk to you?
Yeah, he's lovely.
What did Clooney say to you?
Golly, I don't know. What did we talk about? It was so
Did you
long
talk
ago,
to
I
Stacy
don't remember.
Keibler, his girlfriend?
Yeah, she seems really nice.
Yeah,
I like her a lot.
she was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Julian
enjoy those
Barbary
guys.
go into the swimming pool?
I heard about it.
She showed up too
heard
late.
about it.
She showed up too late.
Oh.
Within 10 minutes of the party.
Waiting to hear
I am
exactly
so-
how that
I know. I would have
happened.
loved to have seen
Jillian
that.
Barbary walked backwards into a pool.
Yeah, I would have killed to see that.
There isn't a time that woman shows up that she doesn't do
She
something.
always makes
God, what's funnier
herself-
than that, too? Like not knowing you're about to go in?
One party, you weren't at the party where she vomited on the couch, were
I
you?
heard about that, too.
Yeah, she vomited on the couch, and then she missed the party.
She's like Jackie O.
And then she came to the next party and immediately walked into the pool.
I know, she's a delicate flower.
Did you talk to her at all?
I didn't see her, no.
Yeah. My conversation with her was, "Oh my God, my clothes were wet, but I'm still wearing them."
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Mary, God bless you. So
Well,
good to see
thank
you.
you. Thanks for having me.
You look great. You lost
I'm
the
on
weight.
my way.
Good for you. No,
Getting there.
it's good. You're doing good.
I got another 10.
Another 10. All right. You'll run
I know,
that
I'll
off.
get there. A couple
You know what?
months.
Run from here to New Mexico.
I might.
That's right.
I need to.
Oh, now you're done with New Mexico. The kids are going to be back in school.
We'll be in L.A. and all
You'll
in
live
one
an LA
house.
lifestyle.
Right.
And the new sitcom will be taped in LA?
Mm-hmm.
Right, the pilot.
Mm-hmm. The pilot will be in L.A. And then if it goes, it would be in L.A.
And now your kids will grow up in LA.
I guess for now. I mean,
Right.
I make a living there, so I should stay put.
No, you don't have to apologize. It's
Yeah.
fine. A lot of people do.
I like it.
It's okay.
I like LA.
Yeah, right. We'll be back right after these words.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, that
Right?
was fun. God, these guys are everywhere. Hi.
Wait, your husband is really into photography. He's getting into it. Yeah, my headphones.
Yeah, he's really into that. Hi.
Mary.
Hi.
You're so entangled in this show. Even Eric the Midget has an obsession with you or loves you, and you're involved in his life somewhat.
Right.
What's your take on this whole Eric the Midget character? I mean, he's very polarizing.
Right. No, and I've heard him on the show a lot. And, I mean, I thought he was perfectly behaved when he came to work with us. So.
But you were familiar with his antics prior to his appearance?
Right, but then that Pepsi email he didn't write, and so I think there's a little bit of. There's a little bit of sort of creation around it.
Right, there's a little shtick going on with
Yeah,
that.
which was funny, and I think it's great radio, but I think he might be really just sweet.
and being sort of manipulated by his handlers. And
Maybe. I think he's really nice. So yeah, perhaps they're all sort of just doing bits.
Because Gary has a different take on Eric. He thinks he's this ungrateful.
I know, but maybe Gary deals with him in ways I don't. So I certainly only talked to him for a very short time.
But in your dealings with him, he's been nothing but
Total
a charmer.
gentleman.
A Pepsi swigging gentleman.
That's right.
All right, Mary. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Gary.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a second about Mary's appearance?
Sure.
So, Gary, today's one of those mornings when it's as simple as you put it. A mistake is made, an omission. You forget. You're human. Were you surprised that Howard brought it up to Mary, or do you think that was inevitable?
I would have hoped he would have not brought it up to her, just because I didn't want her to feel slighted. Right. I don't mind taking the shit on the air. I've been taking shit forever, but I didn't want it to come up because I thought that Mary would go, "Oh, Gary thinks so little of me. He forgot to put me down," which isn't what it was. In fact, I saw an email where I wrote back to people, it's on the schedule, and I guess I just forgot to put it on.
It was literally like a clerical mistake or an omission.
Yes,
it had nothing to do with her familiarity with the show.
But sometimes people don't take it that way, and I just wish he wouldn't have said that because I don't want her to feel slighted. We love Mary.
Exactly, and the fact that she goes so far back with the show, she may be able to read into that. Oh, I'm sort of like a forgotten guest at this point.
That's right. In fact, Jason was nice enough to tweet, "Mary McCormick, the forgotten guest, is on," which I hate.
How can you get away with that? I mean, you could technically bust his balls for that if you wanted to, right? You could be.
Well, yeah. But by the time he tweeted it, I already, it was already up. And then if I go back and take it down, it looks worse. And it's a big conspiracy that Gary's taking down tweets. It's just not worth it.
Better just to roll with it than create another problem out of it. Do you think Mary accepted the apology or the attempted smooth over? Do you think she still feels slighted or at all?
She didn't say anything, so I'm hoping she doesn't.
All right, thanks, Gary.
I apologize. I just went off what Howard said on the air. No. I wasn't trying to be an asshole.
Before that, I had said to the TV guys, don't use that part about me forgetting about Mary for behind the scenes TV show. I was hoping Howard wouldn't bring it up, and I don't want Mary to see. I don't give a shit. I take a lot of shit. I don't really care. It's my mistake. But I was hoping, when Howard brought it up, I cringed because I'm like, oh, now Mary's going to think we don't think enough of her.
Okay. I only put that up after I heard Howard say it.
Okay.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whackbackers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, ever since the first episode of Fine Time, fans have been writing in begging us to have today's guest on. Whether he's harassing the guys at Tradio, or annoying Ronnie in the hallways, or making sweet love to his life partner Sal, or beating on drums, or torturing his testicles, he has no doubt contributed countless numbers of hysterical moments to Stern Show history. You may love him, you may want to hug him, but you certainly don't want to smell his balls. So throw up your devil horns and say, hey, to Richard Christie. What's up, Richard?
Hey, how's it going, Rachel?
Hey.
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 Hey, hey, hey.
I had to practice your hey to be ready for today. You ready?
It sounded good.
Good.
Good
I'm
job.
glad I made it. We got a lot of questions for you. Are you ready?
I hope I don't fuck it up.
I don't think you're gonna it up. I think you just be you. You know.
I'm not good at pop quizzes, but we'll see how
I think
do.
you're gonna be fine. First question comes from @ThisIsYourHate. They ask, "What young new metal bands do you love?" And you can't say Coheed and Cambria.
Well, I love, my favorite metal band right now is called Amon Amarth. They're not that young, they've been around for a while, but they play Viking metal, and I'm a big fan of Viking metal, and I love them. I love, let's see, I'm going to see Anthrax tonight in New York. They're not really young either. I'm kind of an old guy, so I'm a little bit of old school, but you know, there's some new metal bands that I like. I just can't think of their names right now. See, I'm already up.
You're not. You'll keep us posted. You'll tweet your favorite bands.
I will do that. Yeah, absolutely.
The next question is from Justin P. Justin asks, "What is the most annoying thing that Sal has ever done to you?"
The most annoying thing, it was during the Artie roast. I think it's when he stuck that thermometer with on it in my mouth.
Lick my thermometer! I just licked my thermometer in his mouth!
That really pissed me off because there's a health danger in that. I mean, it was a funny prank when I saw it later, but that really pissed me off. And then he did something that made me give him a swirly, I remember too.
Sal and Richard are stop them, will you? What are they doing? Oh, no, he's putting Sal's head in the toilet.
That's what Sal wanted to do to him.
Wait, get his head out of the toilet. Come on.
Let him up! He's gonna drown!
He's gonna drown in the toilet.
Oh my God. So he's done a lot of things that really pissed me off, but I would say putting a stained thermometer in my mouth is tops.
You draw the line at feces. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Next question is. He asks, "Tell us about Charred Walls of the Dam and how that came about."
Well, Mr. Brian Slagle, thank you for being a fan. Not that I know you or anything. The name sounds familiar, but thank you for asking. Well, I've been a metal fan since I was a little kid when I first heard Quiet Riot Metal Health, and I've been hooked ever since then, and I've been in metal bands since I was, I don't know, probably 12 years old, soon after I started playing drums, and it's something that's in my blood, and I just wanted to, I've always loved writing music, and a lot of the bands I played in before I didn't get to write like the guitar riffs and a lot of the music for, so I always wanted to kind of be in charge of a band where I can also write the music, and that's why I formed Charred Walls of the Dam. And the name for the band actually came from something that happened right here in this room when Sal and I were pranking a Christian radio station. They got really pissed off at us one day and said, you know, because we were pranking them, we were going to go to hell one day and be scratching our nails on the charred walls of the dam. So thank you, Christian Tradio, for coming up with that great band name.
That's awesome. And do you guys have a new CD coming out?
Yeah,
we
have a CD. Our second album is out right now. It's called Cold Winds on Timeless Days. Came out October of 2011, and I'm really, really proud of it. It's gotten amazing reviews, and you can pick it up anywhere, in record stores or on iTunes, or you can go to richardchristie.com for more info.
Awesome. Next question is a video submission. This is from Tara B.
Besides Sal, who is your favorite staff person on the show?
Well, that's a tough one because I love my little Sal. And, you know, it's hard to think of anybody but my little Sal. And I don't like to pick favorites. I love everybody around here. And I know if I pick a favorite besides Sal, then somebody else is going to be upset. So I'll just say, you know, one of my other favorites. Let me think. That's a tough one because, man, I love everybody. I'm going to say the cuddler, Brian Phelan. He's this big, cuddly, beer-drinking, lovable employee of Howard TV, and he loves the band Man of War and their album Battle Hymns, and we really bond over heavy metal. And Brian is so big and cuddly, I love to get drunk and give him a big hug. The cuddler, come on out! Get out here, you son of a Come on out here! Come on! Yeah, come on! Yeah, that's my buddy, the cuddler. How about him? Come on, how about that? Hey! Get out of there! I love that motherfucker. Sometimes I wish he was, you know, in my bed and I could just roll over and give him a big cuddle and hug him, and nothing sexual. He's just very cuddly. And so, yeah, Brian Phelan.
That's so sweet. That's very sweet of you. Next question is from Caesar B. Caesar asks, how did your dad have the talk with you?
The talk about eating raccoons,
Not
or
about
squirrels,
not
or...
about eating raccoons. I think about, you know, the birds and the bees, a man and a
woman.
Oh,
about you know, he never did. I think I learned about and pumping off from all my buddies at school, from the school bus, and you know, from books and things like that. I remember I had my best friend in grade school was this really horny kid. He used to jerk off in front of me and stuff. And he's like, we're still really, really good friends. He like text messages me funny all the time. And but I remember he was like, hey, check out what I can do. One day I was sleeping over at his house, and he's like, and he just started jerking off in front of me. And he jizzed all over his carpet, and he showed me this spot in his carpet in his bedroom that was crusty, and it was darker than the rest. His carpet was like tan, but this spot was brown because it was dried jizz. I guess he learned to jerk off a few months before and had been jizzing there for the past few months. And I was like, wow, did you just pee? I didn't know what he did. He's like, no, I jizzed. And I was like, well, what's jizzing? And he was like, oh, it's when you just get a boner and you pump it and you jizz. And I was like, oh, that's neat. I'll have to try that sometime. And I'd probably, a month or two later, I was looking at a Bass Pro Shops catalog, and the first time I ever jizzed, I didn't even touch my I was looking at this really pretty girl in an inner tube ad. She was modeling an inner tube they sold in the Bass Pro Shops catalog. And all of a sudden, I just started jizzing all over myself. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh, that's what Scott was talking about. I was like, oh, I'll have to do that again sometime. And that's pretty much how I learned about pumping off and the birds and the bees and stuff. And I don't blame my dad. He probably didn't want to deal with that stuff, but I learned just fine anyway.
Did you set up a jizz spot on your carpet?
No, I just pretty much did the old-fashioned tissue thing.
Gotcha.
My mom probably wondered why there were hundreds. I was going through hundreds of boxes of tissues between the age of 10 and 18, but I'm sure she figured it out.
Excellent. The next question is from @GeniusIsDead. They ask, it seems that since you've gotten married, there have been no crazy or gay antics. What gives?
I'm up for it. You know, it depends on if Howard wants us to do it, and if it happens organically on the show. You know, I'm not just gonna run on the air during an interview with I don't know, Richard Simmons and start shaking my at him or something. It just needs to happen organically, and sometimes, you know, even long before I was married, there'd be a long amount of time before stunts. And so it's nothing. I mean, my wife and Sal's wife agrees with this too. They've had this talk when we all go out to dinner. They don't give a what we do as long as it's with each other or with other guys. You know, if we're in there shaking our at women or something, then it could be an issue. But you know, and even, you know, if it's something like where Sarah Silverman sniffed my nuts, she didn't mind. I mean, that's not a sexual thing. She just sniffed my nut.
She's pretty close. She's not smelling.
It's not a getting married thing. It's just a thing. It has to happen with the show, and there'll definitely be more stunts. I think Sal and I, since I've been married, I think we measured our anogenital distance. I think that was pretty recent, and that was a naked stunt.
Oh no! Oh, goodness.
Tickles.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm looking right.
Inch and a half? Yeah. All right, let him measure yours now.
Okay. And I'm up for getting naked and shaking my around as much as I ever was. So it's my job. I can't stop doing my job.
If you organically feel the need to take your penis out and shake it at the audience at any point during our interview.
All right. Well,
you follow your heart. Follow your heart.
We'll see. We'll see if it happens. I'm not going to guarantee anything because the cuddler, Brian Phelan, is staring at me behind the camera right now, and I don't want to embarrass him. He's cuddly, but I don't want to upset him if I shake my wang at him.
Got it. Next question comes from DZ. D asks, what is your favorite thing to eat at the Taco Tico?
Sancho's.
What is that?
Sancho it's like a burrito, but with vegetables. It's like beans, beef, and lettuce, tomato, and onion, and you put like mild sauce on it, and they are incredible. I could just rub them all over my body and then lick them off myself. They're so good. And unfortunately, rest in peace, Fort Scott, Kansas Taco Tico. It has closed down, and unfortunately, it's gone. And I could shed a tear right now for it. But there are other Taco Ticos throughout Kansas and I think Oklahoma. So I'm gonna have to make a road trip next time I go back to see my parents.
Good deal.
The taco burgers are great too, by the way. The taco burgers at Taco Tico are awesome.
We'll have to try those. Next question comes from Mike L. Mike asks, would you lick Sal's taint to get on The Simpsons?
Absolutely. I think I would eat Sal's to get on The Simpsons.
Wow.
If you're watching Harry Shearer or Matt Groening, I might eat the corn out of Sal's to get on The Simpsons.
That is intense.
And I might eat 2 pieces of Sal's if you're watching Mike Judge to get on Beavis and Butthead.
Richard, it's your dad.
Because that show, I worship Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill, but King of the Hill unfortunately is not around anymore. So Mike Judge, if you're watching, I'll get my knife and fork out and I'll be eating that if you can get me a part on Beavis and Butthead.
That's disturbing. Martin W. asks, when you were at the bottom, living in the van and crapping in a bucket, could you ever imagine that just a few years later your life would so radically change?
No, I mean, I never even dreamed when I was doing all that one day I would have an indoor shower. Like, wow. Even that blows my mind. Wow, you mean I don't have to walk outside and use a garden hose to shower? Because when I lived in a storage unit for 8 years in Florida, I had to shower outside. And going through all that, though, makes me appreciate what I have. And sometimes when I think about it, wow, I get to come to work and make prank phone calls and be an idiot and come up with silly names like Sal Skok Cheese to try and get people to say on Tradio. And I love it. I really appreciate it because I spent a lot of years working hard, having other day jobs and working regular day jobs and sending in submissions to this show to be able to get on here. And I love it. It's, I have to slap myself sometimes and think, wow, I get to come to work and make prank calls. It's pretty awesome.
You're living the dream.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank Richard for taking the time to answer the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook them, you can email them, or you can be a part of the show by sending us a video submission. And remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time. I had a fine time with you today.
Thank you very much.
That was great.
Hey. That was fun.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
I was feeling depressed yesterday. Sometimes I get depressed for no reason. Like it's like an overwhelming.
Just comes over you?
Oh my God. And it's the worst thing. So I was sitting there. Oh, I know what happened. Gary gave me the Macy Gray. Macy Gray put out a new album of cover versions. And I don't really know much about Macy Gray. Except
She had that one big hit.
Yeah. It's true. That's her one big hit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called.
I think it's called I'll Try.
And I'll try.
Or I Try.
I try not.
Yeah, I can't remember what that line was.
Yeah, so the reason I was listening to Macy Gray was Gary said, hey, Macy Gray came out with a new CD. You want to hear it? Maybe she's going to be making the rounds. Maybe we'll have her in. You know, I don't know much about her, but she seems very interesting, Macy Gray. And, you know, I've heard drips and drabs of stuff she's done.
Yeah.
But so she put out a CD of cover versions, like some interesting choices, too. Like she does Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. And I thought it was really moving. And I had it on. Whenever I have music on and, I don't know, I get moody. And I was sitting in front of my computer opening email. And it had the Macy Gray thing playing. And I started to get sad. And then my dog was like right at my feet and looking up at me. And I started looking at her. And she's 10 and she's been having health problems. And I got sad. And I started hugging her and everything. And then I said, you know, I'm feeling really down. I'm going to write that on Twitter because I never tweet. So I wrote, I'm feeling down. 2 seconds later, people start tweeting me back. You fucking pussy. You know, like the complete opposite of what I was looking for. I realized.
Yeah, so if you're on the ledge, they're going to say jump.
I was so, yeah, exactly. I was so desperate for love right at that point, you know, and all I had was the dog, and I was sad that the dog was going to. I said, you know what? I'm going to turn to my fans, my loving Twitter fans. And I'm just going to expose myself at my raw state, you know, and my raw emotion.
I'm going to be vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm going to be vulnerable. You know, who cares what people think? Well, 2 seconds later, I was so sorry I wrote it. It was like, fuck you, you homo. Pull yourself together. You know why you're sad? You're old, you old fuck. And,
oh, wow.
Oh, my God. I was just like,
it was
wow.
like things you weren't even thinking.
It was, yeah, I was like, wow, what an avalanche of hate. But then, like, if you wait long enough, then people start to sort of turn around.
The haters are faster typers, I think.
And then people started sending me pictures of their dogs, and like, one dog was in diapers because it's dying. You know, there's like,
no.
You know, like the people were showing me they went through similar experiences, and it was a little better, but it wasn't much better. And then some woman asked for a picture of my dog. I tweeted that out, and then I quickly got off. I didn't want to read anymore. It was not fulfilling what I needed. I needed to talk to someone.
Well, that's
so I went to my psychiatrist and
an interesting experiment.
I tried. I tried to turn to my fans for some support, but it was more like, "You're such a homo. You're gay."
Wow.
Yeah, like I was gay bashing.
Or gay bashed.
I was gay bashed. I know what it's like to be gay bashed. And it's called insulting names.
Wow.
Yeah. I was going to be like that guy who jumped off the bridge after his roommate taped him making out with a guy.
Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day. You know, everybody's talking about bullying like it's a child or a children phenomenon.
Right. No.
People, you just grow and you're continually bullied.
Yeah.
Even as an adult.
Get over it. You heard Whitney.
That's true. People get bullied as adults.
Yeah. Like Gary bullied me yesterday. People even said, and then people started writing me, no wonder Gary took advantage of you yesterday and you didn't fire back at him.
My tweets were all like, Howard was a jerk to you.
Yeah, mine were. Well, it depends when you listen, because at the end I let you have the last word, and in the morning I had the last word. You know what I mean? So depending on which argument you heard.
Then I saw somebody somebody sent an email in yesterday and just like called me a monkey and you should fire that monkey. If that ape worked in the real world, his gorilla ass would be fired.
Well, what about Whitney Cummings? I mean, she's on major medication now because people were bullying her about her new TV show.
It never ends.
Yeah. Then I heard Sal on the wrap-up show bullying her.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was kind of like, I think he's one of those people
who's jealous.
Yeah, like Sal thinks he should have a sitcom, I think. And it's like, just not, Sal, get over yourself. Why don't you write a sitcom?
Or go get it. Yeah, she wrote those.
Yeah, she wrote 2 separate sitcoms, Sal. So why don't you write one and submit it?
Nobody just plucked her out of obscurity and said, we're going to put you on TV.
And she worked her ass off. I tried to tell Whitney that. I said, it's all jealous comedians. I said, you should see every guy in radio fucking treats me like an asshole because they're all jealous, but they want to be me.
Howard, I praise Whitney on the
but I know back in the office, you're pretty nasty about her.
No, I'm
just the truth.
I'm nasty in general. I'm just a bitter guy, but...
Hey, by the way, what's the name of that model we had in yesterday?
Ellie McPherson.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Did you...
I talked nice about her, too.
Who?
Ellie McPherson.
Ellie McPherson?
And Whitney... I'm just bitter in general, but I think Don't
you think it's weird? I got to ask you now, because I was listening to the wrap-up show and you were talking about Ellie McPherson. Don't you... I got to just say this, because everyone was good about not saying it. Don't you think it's weird that, I interviewed that person for, a whole morning, and you still don't know her name?
Ellie McPherson.
What?
McPherson. McPherson? I don't know.
How do you say her last name?
McPherson. I don't know. I have this. It's a Long Island enunciation.
Say her whole name.
Ellie McPherson. ELLE McPherson.
Had you ever heard of her before?
I've seen her around, sure, here and there. I'm not a model guy. I don't follow models.
I understand, but she was one of the most famous models in America.
And you must have said her name a million times during the interview.
Right.
I was busy.
You didn't listen to the interview?
I listened to some of it. I heard her say some derogatory things to you.
Who?
Ellie McPherson.
Right. So when you heard Ellie McPherson, when you don't know where I'm going. Believe me, you have no idea either. You think I have no idea.
Baba Booey.
You really have no idea.
Am I going to get in trouble for something?
No, you're not in trouble at all.
Okay, good.
We're just pointing out how ridiculously retarded you are.
Oh, thanks.
That's all.
Very good.
Right now, people are howling with laughter, and you don't even know it.
Same people who tweeted you yesterday?
Yeah.
Those people?
No, but you're
those kind people?
You're one of those guys that thinks Whitney isn't that talented and doesn't deserve what she has.
Bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, that's not what I hear.
Listen, comedy is subjective. And, for example, Carrot Top, a lot of comedians put him down.
Right.
But you cannot deny his talent. You cannot deny what he does.
Right.
I don't like Madonna. I hate Madonna. She's sold millions and millions of records. You can't deny what she does. Whitney, I'm not a huge fan of her. She's a great roaster. I'm not a really big fan, but...
Why would you be a big...
She's not a big fan, but she's a great roaster.
She's a great roaster in that capacity. I'm just not. I'm not...
But how can you not...
I'm not floored with her. I'm not floored with anybody these days.
You're not floored by her roasts?
Absolutely floored by her roast.
So you are floored by her?
Yes. Well, by her roast.
But you just said you're not floored by her.
Well, are you floored by me as a tap dancer? No, but as a prank caller you are. I'm saying that in some areas.
So you are floored by... But we're evaluating her as a comedian. What she does is roast people, and she's
great at it.
So then why would you think she doesn't deserve to...
Who said she doesn't deserve...
You did.
No, I did not. I never said
you didn't say that publicly. You say it privately.
I never said privately she didn't deserve it. I said that she's being chastised and she's being put down because of a lot of people in the industry wanted to see her fail. That's what I said.
Right.
And you know what?
What about Ellie McPherson, though?
What about her? She's a supermodel. She's good at what she does, I guess. She's on that fashion show.
I think it's amazing that I interviewed her. We promoted the fact that she was coming in. I said her name a certain way, and you're mangling her name.
McPherson. I don't know. McPherson. I have no idea. Ellie McPherson.
No, it's just weird.
I have no... I don't know how else you would mangle her name.
Her name is Elle McPherson.
Right. I've heard you say Elle. Everybody call Elle. But Elle... My name's Salvatore Governale. Sal Governale.
Are you going to now say what? What are you saying?
You could call me Salvatore. You could call me Sal. When you call her Elle, I heard you call her...
Her name isn't Ellie.
It's ELLLE. Lee. Ellie McPherson.
Holy shit.
I bet you...
What's amazing about you? You'll argue to the end even when you know you're wrong.
But
Her name isn't Ellie. It's
When
Elle.
you called her L, it's like your mother calling you Hal.
No, E-L-L-E is L.
Have you ever seen? There's a magazine with that name.
It's called L.
Yeah, but magazines don't speak, Robin.
Oh.
There's not a person in America who calls her Ellie except you.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm unique.
Wow. You refuse to learn.
No, all right, now so it's L. But when you called her L, and even on the wrap-up show, they were saying L or Ellie.
No, you said Ellie. No
I
one
see
said
Ellie. On the notes, I see Ellie. I see E-L.
You read E-L-L-E as Ellie.
E-L-L-E, Lee. Ellie. I see it as Ellie.
She doesn't have L. Lee as a name.
You know what it is? He has a reading problem.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
And like you read it, and even though you hear everyone saying L.
I'm assuming it was Sal versus Salvatore. I'm assuming it was
okay, all right.
Fred versus Frederick. That's not a legitimate art.
Frederick. It's Al. It's not Ellie.
It's Ben versus Benji. All right, so it's Al.
Okay.
And I'm retarded because I saw because I read it E-L-L-E. I saw two L's,
But
two
we're
E's.
going around saying, I mean, the whole world says Elle McPherson. She says Elle McPherson. She's on the air. We're saying, here's Elle McPherson. And then, like, somehow you walk in out of, like, a time... I don't know where you are, like
I see something
at a
I
time
read-
machine, and you go, Ellie. Like, no, you've never heard that name before.
You've never heard the
Listen,
magazine called
when I
Elle.
see L, I don't think about her name. That's the last thing I think about.
okay.
She's a nice piece
All
of
right.
ass. Who cares
All right,
what her
thank
name?
you.
Her name could be Frank. I'd bang her in the ass. Who cares?
You're an amazing man.
Well, I'm sorry that I
so
could
many
name
levels. Like just even your explanation. Every time you get something wrong, you're like, well, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
No, it
I
does.
don't care about history. I don't care about geography.
No,
I don't care.
no,
It doesn't
not true.
affect me.
Not true.
I don't care about voting.
Not true.
I don't care that there's not purple
Oh,
states.
when you screw up an enunciation, you get 16,000 emails. You get all pissed
but I
off.
mean, you're
Are you retarded?
consistent. You're constant.
I'm not constant.
Sure, we all get things wrong, but my God, there isn't a thing you get right.
There's plenty of things I get right.
What?
Plenty.
What?
I don't know. Just give me something. I don't know. What do I give a shit about? I saw her name. I pronounced it Ellie. That makes me retarded? I mean,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
kind of.
It's kind of ignorant, Howard.
It's kind of weird because you work on the show and we prepare for guests and
I do a
hear
good job.
Everyone saying L.
Who cares?
Can I explain it to him a little bit?
Yeah, maybe you can.
Sal, it's not that you read it wrong.
Happy birthday, by the way, Gary.
It's not that you It's not that you read it wrong.
Baba Booey.
Now go fuck yourself.
No, but it's that she's been in the mainstream of media for probably 30 years. You probably jerked off to her. You probably read Sports Illustrated, all that stuff. So
Never read Sports
but
Illustrated.
I understand that you read it wrong, but she's been a celebrity for a very long time. And so that's how I would think you would know her name.
You know what? She really hasn't been in the spotlight in my eyes. I mean, she's out there. There's no denying it. But I'm telling you, she doesn't stand out like she's not like a Christy Brinkley, not like a Cheryl
Show your
Tiegs.
cock. Just show your cock
No,
and
I'm
be
not.
done with it.
You're looking at it right here, the whole
thank
body.
you.
I'm a big
All
cock. All right. Well, I'm sorry. And as far as Whitney's concerned, that's those.
No,
completely
I've heard
not
that
true.
you kind of like one of those jealous comics.
I'm not jealous of what's there to be jealous about. As soon as you
there's
start,
a lot to be jealous. She's pulling down a fortune. She's making millions.
and that was my point on the wrap-up show. Even though she's doing that, it's driving people crazy. What do I care what she does? It has no bearing on me as a person.
That's right. That's what I was trying to tell her. These other comics, whether she gets a sitcom or not,
Doesn't mean they're going to get one.
Doesn't mean
she didn't get them out of the line.
Right. If she doesn't get a sitcom, it doesn't mean then they're going to go to Sal Governale next.
Whether she does great or whether it bombs, it has absolutely
You're going to be the
no
same.
bearing.
You're going to be the same
shithead.
position.
Yeah, I'll be the same shithead.
And in fact, she said to me afterwards, she said, I'm surprised because a lot of comics got a lot of deals all of a sudden. Like, networks kind of think in droves.
Right.
When you sign one person,
one type of person.
Yeah, they go,
you go look for somebody else.
Let me go get another female comic or something.
Right.
A lot of comics actually benefited from me being signed.
I agree. And a lot of times these scouts, there could be a comic on stage who can bomb or be a complete hack. That might be something that a particular agent is looking for
Do you
for
ever
his
get
project.
scouted?
I've been in a few. No, not really. No, just by you.
I'm the only one who picked up on you, huh?
Yeah.
That's
No.
my unique charm,
No, I have a few good things going on, but you hit the nail on the head. When I used to go out and
That'd be good if, like, I was arguing with some of the talent on America's Got Talent. They go, what do you know? You hired Sal.
Oh, that hurts.
That'd be great. And I'd go,
you
you're right.
got an argument there.
Right.
Yeah. Hit the buzzer on me, Howard.
Right.
Throw me out.
Hitting the buzzer is so intense. It's so
Must
much
be so
fun.
great.
Oh, it's so great. And then when the other two judges join in, it's like, and then all of a sudden the music goes, and the whole stage goes black. It's like death just hit.
It'd be great if you could bring that buzzer everywhere, like to a restaurant. The food sucks. Wherever you go.
It's great.
You're a lucky son of a bitch. That's good. And you earned it. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Sal.
You're very welcome. Not that you don't take my word for my word shit to you. So
What?
You're like, oh, thank you, Sal. Like you rolled your eyes. Like
I didn't roll my eyes at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe
I
it's
said
my
thank
paranoia.
you.
It's my paranoia.
I said thank you. That's very nice.
I appreciate it.
All right, get out of here.
All right.
By the way, speaking of the wrap-up show, that's where we got the John was talking to Sal, and that's where he started calling Elle McPherson. Ellie McPherson here. I'll play a little clip from that just so you see how that all went down. There, hold on.
A fat, ugly chick cannot get away with comments like that. But Ellie's so hot. I mean, she could basically say that your mother looks like a fucking goblin, and you, all right, suck my cock. Who cares? You know, that's the beauty of being beautiful.
Sal, do you think
free pass? I mean, she said carte blanche herself.
Do you think that she is a true supermodel?
Absolutely. I mean, there are women that are hot, like, wow, she's an 8, she's a 9. Then you see Ellie, and Ellie McPherson is like,
like a moron.
This is so
like
funny.
A goddess.
Ellie McPherson.
Ellie.
Yeah. That's the only clip of that, right? Of Ellie McPherson.
He says it again in the next one when Gary asks about Ellie McPherson, and he doesn't realize what's wrong with it.
Sal, you've been in this seat before where, you know, she was the one who killed on the roasts and tore people apart. Now she's getting torn apart. How do you deal with that? Is that tough to combat?
Touche, cocksucker. Welcome to the entertainment business. It works both ways.
Touche?
Yeah. You know, she puts it out, you get it back. You know,
Touche, Ellie McPherson.
Ellie McPherson, what does that have to do with this?
Nah, it's a callback. But why do you think that? But why?
Ellie McPherson. I just don't know how you're like around. Like, Elle McPherson is a very popular name in our culture, especially for guys Sal's age.
She's pretty iconic.
Yeah. Everyone's heard the name Elle McPherson.
Well, he explained that E-L-L-E spells
Ellie.
He probably never heard of her before.
He goes, Ellie.
He was spelling it with 3 L's at one point.
Yeah, right. He went E-L-L-L-E-E. Ellie.
Like Sally, Salvatore.
Yeah, Salvatore.
Right.
He's a trip.
He's the best.
He's the best. He really is. You got to get him in there.
And I loved how he kept trying to fix the pronunciation of her last name because he didn't think that Ellie was wrong at all.
Right.
Yeah, I was convinced you were going to have him saying McPherson or something like that by the time he was at it.
Yeah, it was too weird. All right, thank you, John Heim. We look forward to your wrap-up show today with Gary and the gang. Should be a lot of fun.
Sal. Yes. Salvatore.
Yes. My point.
Are you familiar with the spelling of the word gazelle?
Yes. G-I. You're not asking me to spell it, but
no,
yeah.
but it contains at the end.
Oh, gazelle. There's a G-A. There's two. Giselle Bundchen. Giselle.
No, like gazelle, like the animal.
Right.
The cheetah-like animal.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
G-A-Z-E-L-L-E.
Right.
How would you pronounce that?
Gazelle.
Why not call that gazelle?
I don't know why. That's what you got. Wait, hold on. This guy's the culprit. Turn the cameras.
How am I the culprit?
This guy yesterday brings me into the wrap-up show. All right, you want to talk about slimy people. You want to talk about underhanded people who fucking a really dirty, mischievous move. Not mischievous. Just a real dirty, no good, low-life, scummy thing. Right here.
Mischievous.
The bottom of, not the bottom of the barrel, the scrapings underneath the bottom of the barrel. Wow. This guy brings me onto the wrap-up show yesterday. He goes, I want to talk to you about Bruce Springsteen and Gary getting yelled at. The whole time, I didn't know it was over Ellie McPherson.
It wasn't.
Elle McPherson. Whatever the hell.
It wasn't. I didn't know you said her name wrong until you said it on wrap-up.
I don't know about that. It doesn't make any sense.
No,
it doesn't make any sense.
I didn't. You
because I said to you,
no, you
why
volunteered it, and I didn't correct it. I just let you roll.
Well, who
you
told you on the sneak that I was saying
Nobody.
Ellie?
That was your own idiocy. I didn't know you called her Ellie until you said it.
I don't know about that. I find that very hard to believe. I smell shenanigans around here. Something is very smelly. Rhymes with Ellie.
Is it Richard?
No, Richard smells fantastic.
I would tell you honestly, if I knew you pronounced it that way, I had no idea until you said it when we were in there. And then I let you say it again and again and again. I copped to that fully.
Right. All right.
So who could have known prior to that? And maybe
I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I bet you there's plenty of people who call her Ellie.
Wait, hold on. You call me mischievous? How do you define that?
First, I screwed up that word. It's mischievous. So there you go. Is it mischievous? But anyway.
Do you want me to tell you, or that
be
a mischievous thing to do?
What is it? What's the right way?
What do you think the right way is?
I think it's mischievous.
Okay, you think that.
You said, see, that's what I'm talking about. He just asked me if I would like to know. I give him a word, and then what does he say back? He doesn't correct me. He goes, "You think that?" That's not nice. It's not nice. He's not a nice person. He's a nice person, but he's not that nice of a person. He's a calculated nice person. Sneaky.
Is anyone really that nice around here?
No. Yeah, they are. There's a few people. Nick,
I'd rank
the
John,
intern.
John at the top of the list.
Rob's a really nice guy.
Hey.
John's okay. John's good at what he does. John's good. John set up the ball, served it, and Howard just sent it out of the park. There's no parks in volleyball, but there's no out of the parks in volleyball, but you know what I mean. God almighty, am I flustered.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Sam Governelli, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we discussed JD getting verified. Big deal. We discussed, will Howard be more involved with AGT than he is on the radio show based on a phone call? You'll have to see. But let's be frank with one another. The real importance, the grand poobah of the day on the wrap-up show, you know it, I know it, the whole world knows it, we're all celebrating it, Foreskin Friday. What is Foreskin Friday? You're about to find out.
J.D. Harmeyer, the verified J.D. Harmeyer, now joining us on Wrap Up.
Wait, you got verified?
Yes. Didn't hear the news story about it?
And how many followers do you have?
I think I have like 134,000.
Wow. How much did getting, and be honest, how much did getting verified mean to you?
It's very cool.
Well, what does it mean? Why is it such a big deal to be verified?
Because it's not everyone on Twitter, first of all, is verified.
But it's not as if there's a rash of JD impersonators.
Well, I mean, there's some, and I had to get one guy, I asked to have one guy taken off because he was like tweeting like all these different female celebrities and just celebrities in general, like, you know, angry, rude shit. And I didn't want that, you know, to look bad on not only myself, but the show. You know?
Do you know I was following Fred for like a month till I realized it wasn't Fred?
Yeah.
There's a Fred guy.
Yeah, that's not Fred.
Yeah, no, I know that now.
But JD, I
Fred's a little edgy.
I think you're sort of belittling what this means to you and the impact of it. I know that it's something you wanted really bad.
Yeah, yes. And yeah. But in the overall sense of the world, I mean, there's nothing else changed, really.
I think as soon as you get it, you have to act like it's not that big of a deal.
But do you
well, first of all, whenever you see guys like dads from the fucking Teen Mom Show, when you see those guys verified, you're like, I even tweeted out once, it lost its luster a little bit, but, you know, it's still very cool.
But see, I'm getting something out of JD that I guess I didn't fully understand. I always thought that being verified was just a way of saying, like, I'm JD, and it'll help you get more followers, because now
there's that too, yeah.
But you clearly just want to be in the club.
Oh yeah, you of course, sure.
But the club's like, I don't know. It's not like, I don't know. Like, what are the benefits of being in the club?
Dude, I don't know.
Towing.
I don't know. You know what? I think it also, you know, with tweets or whatever, it gets more sort of. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gary, how about Gary?
Notoriety? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know notoriety, but also maybe taken seriously or something. I don't know. You're just not seen as. I don't know.
How would you feel, Gary?
Trying not to be a joke in as many places as I can.
At this point, like John is, JD is, Howard, Robin, several people at the show, but you weren't.
how would I feel? I don't know. I probably, if everybody but me were, I'd probably be a little bothered. But I don't. Tweeting is not as important to me as it is to JD.
Right.
But also, you know what?
I don't tweet that often.
No,
You're on there a lot.
No, I know. But you've sort of door needs to be oiled. You guys you've sort of like established yourself in a career and whatnot, whereas me after the show and whatnot, I don't really know what's gonna happen. So it's sort of like my one place where
I wonder if that's gonna be on resumes.
I gotta tell you,
verified on Twitter.
Not just that, but like it helps, to move on or go to different areas or places. Or
Let's
whatever.
cut the bullshit. Is it about pussy?
I haven't gotten laid from it.
But does it help? Is that what's in the back of your mind?
I don't.
I think it's more than that, Sal. I think it's legitimizing him.
Absolutely,
in public.
but is it about pussy?
Not entirely, no.
But it is a little bit.
Listen, anything a guy does, there's a little hint of pussy being involved. Anything.
But